FMJ shooting range.
High school football
from ABC Sports
on WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Welcome to ABC Sports, everyone, on WILE FM 97.7 and on YRP TV on YouTube. Week number 5 of this season sees the Philo Electrics at 3-1 with head coach Lincecum and head coach Steve Norman's Meadowbrook Colts at 1-3. Mike Snively, Dave Davidson here from Eugene Capers Field in a very balmy and warm Byesville, Ohio.
Got my glasses fogging up already, and I was complaining I didn't bring a jacket, Dave, and you just giggled at me. Now I know why.
You'll be okay, buddy. The Philo Electrics, 3 wins on the season. 2 of those, Maysville and Riverview, probably inferior opponents. Nice win a couple of weeks ago. Not sure really about this team just yet. It's a team that I think is a run first option.
Yeah.
You got Jack Lincecum back at quarterback, strong runner, okay thrower. I don't think they want to get in a situation where they're behind. They'd like to play with the lead and play some ball control.
They want to play fundamental football. They want to punch you in the mouth. They want to move the chains, take time off the clock, and that's what they're going to do with this massive offensive line, and I mean massive offensive line. And they're going to go foot-to-foot splits and, you know, like I said, just try to punch you in the mouth, try to beat Meadowbrook inside of a phone booth, so to speak, inside the hashes, and take care of the football, and that's what's won them football games so far this year is they've taken good care of the football. So Sprankle's a nice back, good-looking kid, been in the weight room, you can tell, and, of course, Jack Lincecum, son of Coach Lincecum, he's going to be a heady player. He's going to use his head, but he's also known to run the football really well, too.
Dirk Lincecum been at the school now his 16th season at Philo already. It's hard to believe. Seemed like he hadn't been there all that long. He's really put together a good program. He's had some good playoff teams. This Meadowbrook Colts team still not quite sure even yet after 4 weeks as to what they're capable of. They're capable of scoring points.
They
the question
definitely
is,
are.
can they play defense?
Well, that's going to be the key tonight. And Meadowbrook's going to have to stop the run. They gave up 342 yards to quarterback Grayson Hill from Crooksville last week in a game they could have won. But they did go down in Perry County last week, 39-33 to Crooksville. So somehow, some way, and I would have to assume Meadowbrook's going to have to stack that box and put an extra defender in there to try to stop this run game of Philo.
We'll see how that all transpires. We want to thank all of our ABC Sports sponsors for tonight. We'll talk about them here throughout the evening as the Meadowbrook Colts Marching Band plays as we get set for the national anthem here shortly. We want to thank patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Bruner Land Company, Great Clips 8, and Village Hardware and Rental, Abel's Heating and Cooling, Marlene's Restaurant, Allwell Behavioral Health, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, Bicon Services, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health, Zane State College, TK Auto, Rogers Company, Shriver's Pharmacy, and Doan Ford, Action Total Staffing as well. So thanks to each and every one of those. Also, tonight, our YRP TV crew here, drawing a blank again, Andrew
Dunlap.
Andrew Dunlap. I haven't worked with Andrew a whole lot. Now, I've worked with Joel Lasigo here now twice too long, as Joel tells me over the earpiece. Worked with him a couple weeks ago, and he's on the controls again. So our pictures tonight with Andrew Dunlap and Joel Lasigo, our thanks to those two on our video crew here for this one this evening. What's the key to tonight's game? What do you see for the homestanding Colts here, Mike?
Well, the Colts are going to have to obviously stop the run, but they've got to take care of the football as well. They are big play capable. They have 3 or 4 guys that will be able to catch the football. But I think also Meadowbrook has to establish the run game. If they get the run game going, obviously that develops the passing game. They've got to take care of the football, and they've got to stop Philo's run game and stopping the run games first and foremost, at least containing it.
Timmy Harvey, the Meadowbrook High School Marching Band Director, and our national anthem brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. High School Marching Band with our national anthem brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. We'll break away here on YRP TV and WILE FM. Mike and I will have the starters for the Philo Electrics and Meadowbrook Colts when we return in just a moment.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Welcome back on WILE FM and on WIRE-PTV. Week number 5 sees Philo visiting Meadowbrook here in Byesville. The Electrics at 3-1. Meadowbrook Colts trying to get a little closer to 500. They're 1-3 right now. We talked about the Philo Electrics a little bit earlier. Meadowbrook Colts here, obviously you said the defense is really going to be the key to their success tonight. Philo offense, Philo defense, what do you see is what's one first and foremost on Coach Dirk Linscom's
Well,
mind?
I think defense first and foremost, and I think that's always Coach Linscom's staples, defense. But I think first and foremost, they're going to have to contain Michael Ray. Michael's an athletic quarterback who can hurt you with his legs or his arm, and they're going to have to contain him and get some pressure on him. He's able to escape, and we've seen him do that quite a few times this year and make plays. But if they're able to get a couple defenders, to contain him, that's one thing they're going to have to do is contain him. And the other thing they're going to have to do is Meadowbrook's an excellent screening team. So they go misdirection, but they will screen. Kind of like the old Packers used to with Favre. They're really good at their screens. They hide it really, really well. So they're going to have to, guys, defensively stay with their assignments and stay put where they need to be on the football field.
All right, the keys to tonight's game. We'll have the kickoff. Philo Electrics will be getting the football first, and this one tonight from a very steamy Byesville, Ohio, here at Eugene Capers Field as we continue our AVC sports coverage of high school football on WILE and on WIRE-PTV.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Hey sports fans, looking for great food, fun, and unbeatable specials? Come on down to Marlene's Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. Tuesdays are all about free pool and our hot hamburger special. Wednesdays it's wings night. Come hungry. All weekend long they're packed with ball games and all the excitement. Plus check out our new lunch specials every Sunday. Good luck to all the high school sports teams. Call 740-685-2374 for carryout. That's Marlene's Bar and Grill, where food, fun, and friends come together.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative love Southeast Ohio, where the hills roll, the roads are crooked, and the trees are plentiful. keeping the lights on in our beautiful corner of the state is a challenge Guernsey Muskingum gladly accepts and works hard to accomplish. Safety and reliable electricity at a reasonable cost are always our top priorities. It's our way of keeping the lights on for all members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Welcome back. Dave Davidson, Mike Snively in the booth, and Andrew Dunlap and Joel Asigo on YRP TV, our live web stream this evening. Glad you're with us for week number 5. Gorgeous evening. Flag's pretty still right now. In fact, completely still at the moment. And a very balmy, steamy, hope the kids are hydrated kind of a football night here.
86 degrees, Dave.
Woo.
Yeah.
Game time temperature officially. Philo Electrics here might get the ball first. Let's go through their offensive line.
Yeah, they're going to start quarterback Jack Linscomb, son of the head coach. He's 6'3", 200-pound senior. At running back, you're going to hear this name a lot. Number 2, Slade Sprankle. He's only 5'7", 165-pound junior, but he is put together like a brick. At one receiver will be Aiden Mahon, a state high jump champ. He's 6'2", 170-pound senior. Then you'll have Grant Carpenter at another wide receiver. He's 6', 180. He's a senior. At tight end will be Camden Stoner. He's 6'5", 235. Right tackle will be Grant Rhodes, 6'4", 245, sophomore. At the right guard will be Trenton Doughty. He's going to be 6', 205. He's a senior. At center is Braden Dix. He's 6'2", 330. He's a sophomore. Dakota Kinney will be your left guard. He's 5'9", 215. And at left tackle, we got a mammoth out here, Christian Long, 6'8", 375, and he's only a junior.
Barely has his driver's license.
Wow.
I wonder what car he drives.
I was going to say, what kind of car? He's not fitting in that.
He's not driving my hatchback, is he?
Not by any chance. That's a big man.
We got to cut the roof out.
Yes, that's a big, big man.
Yes, it is. That's your Philo offense for the night. The Colts defense looks something like this. The front four will have Brennan Rice, 6'4", 190-pound junior, number 55. Senior Casey Clendenning, 5'10", 260 pounds. Carson Sills, number 74, 5'11", 300-pounder at the other defensive tackle. And on the other end is Braden Black, number 4, 5'11", 210-pound senior. Linebackers Will Smalley and Javian Blackstone, a senior and a freshman on the outside. Cooper McManaway in the middle at linebacker, 185-pounder. And Blake Lappert, a sophomore inside linebacker, number 11.
Dave, we've got offside on Meadowbrook already.
Already. We've barely gotten settled in.
Okay, now that's either just a really, really big-time mental error right off the bat for Meadowbrook, or it's going to be a long night with officials being ticky-tack.
Well, I guess I don't recall that ever being called before the ball was kicked.
No, before, not let alone the opening kickoff.
Maybe is that a rule change, maybe?
I assume, I didn't even see it. I was looking at the lineup cards here, and I just saw a flag out of the corner of my eye.
We've already got a problem.
I wasn't prepared for that one.
Aiden Farrell, number 2, and Jacob Burris are the corners for Meadowbrook. Number 7, Jacob Burris. The safeties, Braylon Lowry, a senior at 185, and a number 1, Brady Arnold, a sophomore, number 19. And the kick taken by Philo. And up the field goes Sandler Eric, a sophomore. And he'll have a nice return on that Valentine Insurance kickoff up to the 42-yard line. It looks like they'll mark him after a return of around 15.
So that's a good starting field position there. And I think the Electrics will take that any day of the week. We all settled in here tonight, Dave. I think we're ready to go.
We are. We got nice and compact here.
We got the A team here with Joel and Andrew. We're ready.
And all 4 of us are in about an 8-foot radius here, with Andrew down below us here at the top row of the
in a chicken wing
seats.
In every corner of the building, every corner of our space.
You better believe it. Thanks, B-Dubs. First down and 10, 42-yard line out of the pistol. Linscomb looking to throw over the middle. He's got a man, but underthrew his intended receiver. That was Grant Carpenter, number 4, the intended target. About 18 yards down the field, a little underthrown by Linscomb on his first pass.
The southpaw Linscomb would like to have that one back because he did have Carpenter open.
Boy, if he hits him in stride, big gain. 2nd and 10 instead. Colts dodge a bit of a bullet there on the game's first play. Grant Carpenter, Jacob Savage The receivers over to the far right side of the field, and Aiden Mahon, as Mike said, the Division IV, I think, state champion in high jump.
Yes.
Lincecum on the keeper. He has some space. First down and more. A gain of close to 20 as he's finally spun down around the Meadowbrook 37-36 yard line. A Bicon Services Philo Electric first down.
So it looks like Philo's watched some film from last week, because that's about what Brayson Hill did last week. Most of the game, in between the tackles as well.
And he did it to the tune of really Crooksville, about 400-plus yards of rushing offense.
They did, and the quarterback alone
combined
326, 346, something like that. I can't remember now.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And again, Lincecum, quick handoff out of the pistol. That is Sprankle, straight ahead, short gain, only of 1.5 yards. We'll call it 1, up to the 35. Nice job, defensive line. Carson Sills plugged that one up for Meadowbrook. 2nd and 9.
Carson Sills has been really good the last 2 games I've watched him play.
And Lincecum now will look to the sideline there. On our web stream, you see we got 1 in yellow, 1 in black, 1 in blue.
And they're all giving signals.
Yep. 3 wides, 2 to the left side. Lincecum on a quarterback keeper straight through the line on the left side. Plunges ahead past the 30 to the 29. Gain of 6. Setting up a short 3rd and 3 now for Philo. Opening moments of this first quarter. Opening drive for Philo with 10:30 remaining.
Now Philo gets set quickly just to see what Meadowbrook's in defensively, but then they turn to their coach and the guy's giving the 3 signals over there. And as you say, got one in a black shirt, a gold shirt, and a blue shirt. And only one of them's giving the real signals.
Yeah, Lincecum with, look out. Yep, that's a mistake by the running back, Slade Sprankle, who lost the snap count as he was leaning forward, trying desperately to plant those heels on the ground, and he's guilty of the false start. And that'll move it right back to a 3rd and 8 now for Philo. That's a big penalty here on the opening drive where you had really the whole playbook at your disposal on 3rd and 3.
Now you got to think, though, even at 3rd and 8, this is 4-down territory for the Electrics.
Probably so. See that big tight end, 88, 6'5", 235-pounder Camden Stoner over there all by himself on the right side of the line.
This is a very tight formation here. You got tight trips to the left.
Yeah, they're going to bunch them up on the left side, and now the motion man Savage leading the way for Sprankle. Fake handoff. They get it outside to Savage, and he has a first down and more. Escapes tackles. He is down and in. Touchdown, Philo.
It's a 34-yard touchdown pass to Savage.
And again, the tackling problems on defense are troubling the home Colts. 6-0 Philo, 9:35 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, I tell you what, though, Dave, that's a nice play call right there. They got that tight bunch kind of set up a little wall there, set up a nice little screen there for Savage to get into the end zone.
It's a great play fake to the running back, too, and Meadowbrook really just completely lost sight of Savage. As a matter of fact, I did, too, at first. I thought for sure that Sprankle had the ball.
A little misdirection, too. They sent the guy in motion to the right and come back to the left.
And so now Philo will bring in the rest of their troops here to block for this point after attempt.
We have a flag, so I think.
And someone's in the neutral zone.
Somebody's lined up offsides again. And it's going to be on Meadowbrook. Now, does that change Philo's thoughts here where they moved up to the 1.5 yard line to go for 2?
Possibly. I think Amani Lofton, number 45, he's saying, well, I'm standing right here. He never moved. And the line judge on this near side said, yeah, you're in the neutral zone, all right.
Cohen Davis, by the way, on for the extra point.
Yep.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah. They got a freshman waiting in the wings. Good snap back to the holder, Grant Carpenter, and that kick is up and good for Philo. And they have an early 7-0 lead as they score in their opening drive on a 34-yard pass play to Jacob Savage. We'll see if the Colts can answer when we return on WILE FM and on WIRE TV.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Welcome back to WILE FM and on YRP TV. Philo Electric scoring their opening drive. And this blue kickoff from Valentine Insurance, a lucky one here for Meadowbrook as Braylon Lowry let it bounce in front of him around the 25-yard line. It goes out of bounds. And fortunately, Philo was not able to recover that before it went out.
It was close.
Like it could have been almost an onside kick success.
This is familiar, though. Philo likes to do that on the kickoff. They like to find an opening on the field, and it's the kicker who can place it in the air to where it does take a bounce. And if it goes out of bounds, they're thinking, well, we'll give it to you at the 35 anyway, but there's a shot we may recover it.
Meadowbrook offense, Brennan Rice, number 55. Chase Myers, number 67. Casey Clendenning, the center, number 75. 73, Owen Springer, and number 70, Evan Fox, across that front, left to right. Braylon Lowry, number 1, senior receiver. 5'11", Jacob Burris, number 7, a 5'11", senior receiver. Bentley Seedor, 6' junior, number 3. And Blake Lappert, a sophomore, number 11. Michael Ray, the quarterback, 6'3", 180-pound junior. And in the backfield right now, no one but Braden Black. Normally out there, he's over as a slot receiver. This is a toss out to Seedor to the right side. Lincecum and company ride him out of bounds after a short gain, 3 yards.
And that's just a play just to get your quarterback loose and in a little bit of rhythm, Dave.
Gain of 3, second down, 7.
That's Seedor's, his 18th catch on the year.
Did your dad do that for you? Did he call some
No.
short pass play he made? Gave you the tough ones right away?
Exactly.
And here's a big run up the middle for Braden Black and a Icon Services first down Colts all the way to the Philo 41.
Now Braden Black, who's got 213 yards, he's been the leading ball carrier last few years.
21-yard run for Black. He carries it straight up the gut, picks up another 4 to the 37-yard line. And number 88.
Camden Stoner.
Yeah, Camden Stoner is in there on defense right now as well. Philo Electric defense, Grant Rose, number 59. Christian Long, the big 375-pounder, number 76. And Trace LaFollette, a junior, number 53 across that starting front. Linebackers, Christian South, number 1. Cole Cash, number 23 on the other outside backer. Jacob Savage, number 10. Peyton Byers, number 8 in the middle. Quick toss out on that screen. That's Braylon Lowry. Another, call it a 4-yard pickup to the 33 of Philo. Setting up a short third down and about 2.5.
I remember Cole Cash caught my ears and eyes up at the first game against New Lex that we had, and all I could think of was going up to North Point Plaza to Cole's to use my Cole Cash.
I'm guessing that Susan does that well.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was just driving. Services first down to the 29, a run of 4 yards for Meadowbrook's Braden Black. And the chains will move once again. 8:05 to play in the opening quarter. Philo 7-0 over the Colts. Meadowbrook on their opening drive of the game. Trips receivers wide right side. And on a run option, they'll give it to Black. Black is stood up just before he gets to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose about a half yard. Nice pursuit. Everybody staying at home. Led by linebacker Jacob Savage, number 10, and the other inside backer, Peyton Byers. The secondary for Philo, number 4, Grant Carpenter, and Aiden Mahon, number 7. Safeties are Carter Crabtree and Jack Lincecum, number 19.
I do like Meadowbrook's trying to establish the run game. That's Black's 4th carry for 28 yards on the evening, averaging 7 on this first drive.
Slade Sprinkle back in, playing that free safety position for Philo, number 2. Quarterback keeper, that hole closed up very quickly as inside linebacker Peyton Byers wrapped up Michael Ray right at the ankles after a gain of close to 2.
But Peyton Byers really did a great job, because that could have been a really big play, Dave, really big.
It's a big hole, and that's where, that's the difference between, the good teams on defense and the not so good. 3rd and long, a 3rd and 9 play for Michael Ray as he throws it, finds a little seam for
we got an
incomplete
they called, Dave.
Oh.
So that's going to bring up, should be 4th down.
Okay.
Or is that going to be 3rd? It's going to be 4th down. They
Fourth
have
down now,
the down marker wrong over here, but they're going to go for it. Meadowbrook goes for it any chance they get.
4th down 9, ball just in front of the Philo 28-yard line. 6:41 to go first quarter. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right for Michael Ray. That
what a
ball
bounce.
Takes a 2-hopper to the quarterback. Ray picks it up, heaves it deep, one-on-one coverage, looking, but out of bounds. Flags come in.
Well, I think it's a catch anyway, Dave.
He caught the ball, and I don't think he was able to stay in bounds, but it's not going to matter. The coverage man for Philo was Hunter Hoffer, a junior, number 12. And I think it's going to be pass interference all the way, and that'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Did you see an incompletion call?
I didn't see the official call. When he caught it, I saw both feet out of bounds when he caught it.
I would ask Steve Norman what the call was on the field, because you would decline this if it's a catch.
Yeah, so they're marking it back. So obviously it was not, yeah. So they'll move this half the distance. It'll go to the 14-yard line.
Take the ball all the way down to the Electric.
That's a big penalty. And first of all, what a fortuitous bounce. It bounced twice from the center right up to Michael Ray, and Ray got under duress rolling to his right.
That's almost like the ball hit the center's leg as it came back from Clendenning.
Exactly.
Not something you normally see. He's had a lot of experience there snapping the ball. Meadowbrook gets a break as they get a 1st down and 10 from their own, from the Philo 14. Lowry, the motion man, now sets up as a blocker, and that'll be Braden Black on the carry. Through the right side, gets only 1. Philo was there to stack it up. A host of players waiting for him there, including number 64, Dakota Kinney, the 215-pound senior defensive tackle who is in there right now. 2nd down and 9.
So Black 5th carry, 29 yards. Now this is a great spot where Meadowbrook likes to throw the screen back here to the left side. Let's see exactly what they do here.
Michael Ray from the pistol with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fake handoff under heavy pressure. Throws toward the sideline. Seedorf scoops it up off the shoe tops. Has a catch and a short gain, but at least it is a completed pass. A gain of close to 3, just short of the 10. And now about 5.5 yards to go for a first down for Meadowbrook. 4-down territory here, I would think, even though that Haley Arnold is capable of hitting 3 points from this distance.
Yeah, that's her distance there. What Philo's doing, they're preventing yards after catch. They call it YAC now, YAC, yards after catch. They're tackling the receiver as soon as he catches the football.
And Ray on the keeper from the gun, trying to get outside right, not going to get much. And again, Slate Sprankle, the first man out there to bounce him outside. And that Philo defense is working very well right now, sideline to sideline, and they are really spreading out this Meadowbrook offense after only a gain of 1 for Michael Ray.
So you got yourself a situation where Harry Arnold could make this, but I think Meadowbrook knows they're going to have to score 7 points here because that's the type of game it's going to be.
Trips to the left, quick snap for Ray, looking left, in the pocket, flushed out now, running toward his left, throws high up, jump ball over the middle, and it's incomplete as it hits the turf. Philo almost had a little better shot at it. Jack Lincecum was back there along with Sprankle. The intended target was Lowry at the goal line, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs as the Electrics take it with a 7-0 lead, 5:15 remaining in quarter number 1.
And I think the Philo coaching staff is glad that he did drop that because they would have probably had to start off on the half-yard line.
Yeah, you're right.
Instead, they're on the 10. Well, 9 actually. So, but still 9 yards. Nonetheless, you're out of your own end zone.
No doubt. Lincecum and the Philo offense cruised through their opening drive for 7 points, capped off with a 34-yard swing pass to the left side to Savage.
Just 5 plays.
And let's see what Lincecum and the Electrics dial up here on 1st and 10 inside their own 10. Fake handoff to Sprankle. Quarterback Lincecum keeps it himself, and this guy is a monster to try to bring down as well. A gain of 9 on 1st down.
He'll throw his shoulder at you. So he picked up 9 on that carry. He's got 3 carries right now for 35 yards. That's a pretty good start.
2nd and short here for Philo, and again, this will be Sprankle around the outside right, but the Colts are there with it. Aiden Farrell, the outside linebacker, the first man to hit him, number 2, and that'll be a loss of a yard, I think, back to the close to the 17 or 18. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good pursuit by the Meadowbrook defense right there. Need more of that.
Now they need to figure out between the tackles now defensively.
Correct. Right now they're struggling with Lincecum going right up the gut.
Sprankle is back there with him as Lincecum looks to the line for the play.
Cowbells are out here in full force in Byesville.
From the pistol. Lincecum bobbled the snap at first, bounces off a tackler, and we'll have a Bicon Services first down at the 20, a gain of 3 for Jack Lincecum, who looked like that play was going to be, like Philo was going to stop themselves.
Ran right into his his offensive tackle because of the bad snap, but he needed 2, he got 3.
First down and 10 Philo. Now they'll set up those 3 receivers to the wide left side. Savage in the slot with Mahon and Carpenter. I think Crabtree's the man all the way to the far side by himself. Sprankle in the backfield about 3 yards behind the quarterback. High snap. Flags in before the play gets started.
A false start there by the blue and white.
So some early penalties here from both teams in week number 5, a little bit uncharacteristic. Both teams just, even though Philo's moved the ball well offensively, there's been a few hiccups here where both teams are either got some jitters or just
a couple
little bit out of sorts.
calls, legal procedure, or pass interference. And you know, another thing I thought about too tonight, Dave, you don't see it a whole lot in week 5, but we're probably going to have some kids cramping tonight, like it's week 1. You know, it's just
I
hot.
thought about it. That's crossed my mind. We're going to see that probably in half number 2. 4 wideouts again for Lincecum. Oh, that pitch back to Sprankle goes way back to the 5-yard line as he was able to pick it up again off a fortuitous bounce. That ball kicked right back up to him onto his right hip, and he scampers outside to the far sideline and gets back to the 10. But it's going to be a loss of, what, 3, 4?
I think it's more than that. I want to say it's more like 7 because it was first and yeah, maybe closer to 7. Now, once again, though, great bounce because that thing was heading right for the pylon of the end zone.
3 minutes to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Philo over Meadowbrook, and the Electrics have hurt themselves the last 2 plays. Savage in motion, blocking, leading the way for Sprankle, the ball carrier, to a gain of 4. Just short of the 15-yard line. 3rd down and long, about 16 to go here for the Electrics, and I'm not sure they have a 16-yard play in their playbook.
No, they do not. But
many.
If you're the Colt defense, you have got to get off the field defensively on this play.
3 wideouts again. Savage, Carpenter, and Mahon to the left side of the formation. 1 wide out to the right with Sprankle in the backfield with Lincecum. On 3rd and 16, looking to throw. Got good protection, now flushed out, rolling to his right. Tucks it and keeps it himself. Short gain, a gang of brown and orange swallow him up at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 on the scramble run by Lincecum. That'll at least get them out of the shadow of their own end zone on 4th down.
Yeah, Lincecum did all he could there. The lefty was rolling to his right. I knew once he started rolling to his right, it was going to be difficult to get the ball down the field, and he did all he could to get that 5 yards. But nonetheless, really good defense there by the Colts on that drive.
And we have Colts shaking up near the tackle around the 24-yard line. 1:45 to play in quarter number 1. 7-0 Philo Electrics leading. We'll take a quick 30-second break and we'll return with more on ABC Sports in just a moment.
Meadowbrook Tire and Muffler in Biceville, Ohio delivers fast, reliable auto service tailored to you. From expert muffler repairs and exhaust work to front-end alignment, brakes, oil changes, struts, suspension, tire repair, and new and used tire sales. Your car is in great hands. Since 1987, our accredited shop has built a sterling A-plus Better Business Bureau reputation and earned a 4.3 rating for quality, integrity, and friendly service. Stop by 350 Main Street or call 740-685-6405 today.
Dave Davidson, Mike Snively back on WILE FM and on YRP TV. Andrew Dunlap running our field camera this afternoon, and our technical director, we'll call it? That sounds good, doesn't it, Joel? All right, Joel Asigo, our YRP TV technical director and
Chief Technical Director.
All right, CTO, CTD. 155. Will Smalley was the injured player shaken up, walked off under his own power, and he seems to be no worse for wear, just kind of stretching out that right leg a bit. Punting time now for Philo on 4th and 11 from their own 20, a high snap. And look out, Seedorf nearly had it. I don't know how he didn't block it.
I don't either. I think he went underneath the ball.
The ball bouncing at the 49 of Philo, goes ahead a couple of yards and will be downed at the Colt 49-yard line. That's a great punting effort. Now, I don't know how in the world he avoided the rush from number 3, Bentley Seedorf.
I thought Seedorf was going to take the ball out of his hand, to be honest.
Oh, my. It's a very fine 31-yard punt, no return. About as good as Philo could have hoped for deep in their own territory. They have a 7-0 lead. Minute 45 to go in quarter number 1.
Great field position here for the Colts. Very good defensive stand there on that last drive by Philo. So here come the Colts on their second drive trying to tie this thing up.
Michael Ray at the QB, and the running back is Aiden Farrell, 5'10", 155-pound junior, who gets the carry straight ahead through the hole, big hole, and a Bicon Services first down and more inside the 30 to the 25 of Philo. And a run of 27 yards for Aiden Farrell, the electric 24-yard line.
Here's the interesting thing about Aiden Farrell. He's third on the team in carries, but he averages over 10 yards a carry.
And that might be why. He just brought his average up.
And most of the receivers heard something different, and it may have been I know you got to watch the ball out there, but all I could hear was this horse clopping in the microphone system, and they all took off running.
Well, Bentley Seedorf was about 8 yards down the field. Might have been okay if he was playing CFL football.
He was going hard, though. I will say that.
He did. 5-yard penalty against the Colts moves them back to the 29 rather. And again, this is Farrell on the carry. Stood up.
What a run.
By Savage. Escapes a tackle. Now crosses field to the left sideline. And he'll have another Bicon Services first down. Meadowbrook inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
Wow. I tell you, it's like thunder and lightning with Black and then Farrell.
15 more yards. Maybe 16 for Farrell there as he continues to up that 10-plus yard average. Ray with good protection, steps up in the pocket, scrambles right, hit as he threw it. That ball's up for grabs, and a lucky bounce for Meadowbrook as it falls short. Could have been intercepted. Seedorf, the intended target. Grant Carpenter, number 4, had his chance on it, but he couldn't reverse direction.
Well, Dave, that ball got tipped, and it went by 3 Philo defenders. So Michael Ray, he's thanking his lucky stars on that one.
Well, and you don't want that thing. I mean, if it's going to get tipped, it get down to the ground in a hurry, but it hung up there forever. Farrell, again on the carry, trying to get up the gut. Philo plugs that up, but a late flag comes in too, and that was really late, like it might be a face mask.
That's what I'm thinking. It's some type of horse collar or a face mask here.
It's a gain of 1 for Farrell.
No, it could be a hold here. The way he got taken down, but they're going to call a hold on Meadowbrook. So
sure did.
I thought the way he got taken down, he was grabbed by the neck or something.
Yeah. Well, that's
a big costly one there.
It sure is. These holding penalties are drive killers. Ball moved back to the 23-yard line at the left hash. It'll now be second down 19 for Meadowbrook now. couple of penalties on this drive after the big play, the 27-yard run by Farrell. And again, it's like 2 steps forward,
exactly
2 steps back. Now the Colts with 51.5 seconds in quarter number 1. There's more flags coming in at the start. This is going to be Philo jumping offside, so they're going to give about half of it back.
And I think right there, Christian Long, the 6'8", 375-pound nose guard, once his momentum gets going, it's going to be offside.
Does that option come with 4-wheel disc brakes?
Wow, just a big kid.
He is.
Heard some stories about his health teacher telling us when he walked in, he couldn't even see light through the door when he walked through the door.
Blocked out the sun, and that was inside the building.
Yeah.
Handoff for Farrell. Or that's Braden Black, rather.
Farrell down just inside the 15-yard line.
Or is it Farrell?
I think it's Black.
That's Black,
yeah,
yep.
Braden
I
Black.
thought I had Black. I think the PA announcer was fooled as well. And they get to just inside the 15, a gain of 4. 3rd down 11 coming up for the Meadowbrook Colts now as we're approaching 25 seconds. They'll probably run one more play here before the end of this first quarter. From the gun again, Michael Ray standing back at his 20. 3rd and 11 from the 15 of Philo. Here's Meadowbrook's Michael Ray stepping up, flushed out of the pocket, has to run to the right side, gets minimal yardage, a gain of 1 before he is smashed from behind by defensive end Grant Rhodes, number 59, a sophomore. That'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. Meadowbrook driving, but they face a long 4th down. When we return on ABC Sports and on YRP TV, 7-0 Electrics over the Colts.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Welcome back on WILE FM and on YRP TV. A 4th down and 10 now for Meadowbrook at the Philo 13-yard line. And Ray with a quick snap, 4 wide receivers, looking, rolling to his left, running, gets hit, trying to get out of it, and he can't. And he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th down. And the Colts offense sputters again, but again, this time they hurt themselves.
They did hurt themselves with the holding call, and then after that they just weren't able to generate any offense. But you got to credit Philo's defense. They did a nice job, got pressure on Ray, and that's one thing they had to do was contain him, and they have so far.
Our Surgent Construction scoreboard update out of the MVL, probably the MVL game of the night. New Lexington and Tri-Valley tied up at 7 apiece. New Lexington 4-0 going into that one. Maysville leads Coshocton 14-0. Sheridan at home hosting the Muskies of John Glenn tonight. They lead at 10-0 late first quarter. And Morgan and Crooksville, the undefeated Crooksville Ceramics at 4-0.
Yeah,
they are scoreless with the Morgan Raiders right now down in Crooksville.
You know, New Lex, regardless of big school or small school, may be the best team in the league. We'll find out tonight.
Lincecum and the Electric offense going to work. It's a handoff for Sprankle. And up to the 20-yard line or so, a gain of 6 for Sprankle. Blake Lappard on the stop, number 11. And that's one of the shorter gains that Meadowbrook has allowed on runs between the tackles tonight.
Yeah, there's been some big runs inside the tackles, including a big 20-yarder from Jack Lincecum. on that first drive.
And Lincecum's got Sprankle in the backfield with him. Now sends him in motion out to the left side. Blitz inside. Quick swing pass out to the left in the flat. That's caught by Sprankle. Hit just short of the first down marker, and he had a second surge, and I think that's going to give him a Bicon Services first down at the 25.
You know, I saw Sprankle after the game. We were cleaning up late after the New Lex game down at Philo, and Sprankle had that shirt off just walking around like an hour after the game. I said, if I looked like that, I would probably keep my shirt off too. Good-looking kid. Been in the weight room.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's one of these, you know, like you look at those that are watching our YRP TV web stream feed. I mean, you look at him, he looks like he's about 5'6" out there.
Yeah.
But this low center of gravity, I mean,
exactly.
And these big thighs.
That Darren Sproles, LaDainian Tomlinson type.
Absolutely. Hard to bring down. And around the left end he goes again for another Bicon Services first down and more past the 40 of Philo. That's close to a gain of 17, 18 yards for Sprankle before he was flung out of bounds over on the Electric sideline.
You know, had it not been for that fumble down here where I had to credit him for -7 yards, he would have already 35 yards.
Mm-hmm. Philo lines up quickly on the left hash at their own 45-yard line after another first down. 10:38 to play second quarter. Electrics with a touchdown lead, 7-0. Three troops receivers bunched to that short left side of the field. Nobody out onto the wide right. Lincecum takes the snap, follows Sprankle through the right side of the line, picks up 3 just short of midfield, and a stop for Seedor and Will Smalley back there, number 23, back in the lineup after a quick injury on the previous drive.
Lincecum at 48 yards on 6 carries. Jacob Burris did a nice job of filling the hole there.
They'll stick with that same formation. 3 wides to the left side. Sprankle behind Lincecum in that pistol set. And
I would say
Manaway was looking to blitz. Did that cause a Philo player to flinch?
I think he got number 51, Trenton Darty, to maybe flinch a little bit, so that's going to make it 2nd and 10.
Philo, sorry, Mike. Even with a touchdown lead, Philo now that's like 5 penalties already.
Yeah, and it's the nickel dimers, but still, it's when you're a ball control team, you can't afford to lose 5 yards.
2nd and 11 as the lefty Lincecum has good protection, throws down over the middle, and the ball deflected away right at the last moment. Maybe Brady Arnold got a fingertip on that ball. Number 19 crossing about 5 yards ahead of the receiver.
Kind of nonchalantly. I thought maybe for a second he's going to intercept it. If he doesn't tip it, though, it's a touchdown. So good job there by Arnold on the defense.
That's what it looked like from our vantage point.
Just kind of flicked it out.
And what Philo does so well, they get to the line quickly, they set up quickly, and they don't allow your defense to really get a breather in between plays.
Right.
That's what they do very well.
And that's going to play a factor later on in the second half of this heat.
3 wides on 3rd and 11 for Philo at their own 45. And they toss it out to the left side. Sprankle on a run. He's got daylight and another Bicon Services first down before he is bounced out at the Meadowbrook 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16 yards to the 39.
You know, that's the play that they fumbled down here early in the first quarter, and they come right back to it. Now, this time he's pitching it to the left side, and, of course, Lincecum's left-handed, so it's a lot easier pitch when you're left-handed.
Well, this run game is working. Lincecum, I think, completed his first pass of the evening on the first play of the game.
Just missed his first one. The second one was the touchdown. Missed that first one down the middle of the field on the first play.
Yep. And Lincecum will hand it off to Sprankle straight ahead, and he drags the sled of Meadowbrook tacklers with him to the 36 and a gain of 3. That play probably should have been nothing or 1 yard, and instead it's a couple of extras.
Sprankle got 2 of the 3 yards on his own right there.
Mm-hmm. Sills racing off the field, 74. He's going to get a quick breather.
Poor Sills was hustling there, and then he got there and he had to jump over the water bottles and ended up in lane 2 in the track.
You notice nobody on the Meadowbrook sideline stood in his way.
No.
To help him put on the brakes. 2nd and 7 play as Lincecum plunges straight ahead for another 4 yards. Close to 5. They'll mark him just ahead of the 32. Call it 4. And a 3rd down and a short 3 now for Philo.
When you said 5, Dave, I put 5, but then you said, nah, we'll call it 4, so I had to go back and erase. No.
Okay, well then let's call it 5. You're right.
No, I'm not back. You're the official, unofficial stat man tonight.
Oh, sure. Lincecum with 3 receivers to his left. Blitz inside by McManaway. He escapes outside. He's got a first down for the Electrics as they move the chains again on this Bicon Services. First down Philo to the 27 and a gain of 5 more.
There was a lot of bodies, like 22 of them. They were right there in one spot, and that was just Philo pushing Meadowbrook around a little bit.
Well, with that size of line, they've got 375, 330, and 245, and they sandwich a couple of only 210-pounders in between.
Look at the left guard beside the left tackle. That's amazing.
Looks like father and son.
It does.
Father and son team. From the 26, Sprankle through the line again. Escapes through the first line of defense and picks up 7 or 8, but a flag comes in near the spot of the tackle.
Let's see. This is either a hold or a face mask.
I'm guessing it's going to be a hold down the field. Oh, no. You're right. Face mask it is. That's going to be another Bicon Services first down on the penalty from Meadowbrook.
Usually when it's a hold, they throw the flag in. When it's a face mask, up in the air. So I saw that one go up in the air. I said, let's go with the face mask on this one.
That takes ball down to the 15.
And that's going to move the ball to the 15. Half the distance penalty. Or I guess that was they're calling that, I guess, an incidental, a 5-yarder. And I don't know how they decide, if it's 5 or 15.
I don't know when they change the rule every year. Some years there's no such thing as a 5-yarder. It's all 15. This year they're back to the 5 or the 15.
Clock running under 8 minutes. Philo looking for touchdown number 2. They pitch it out to the right side. Sprankle's got some daylight inside the 5. Finally cut down at the 4-yard line by linebacker Blake Lapper, number 11. The sophomore cut him down, but another Bicon Services first down for Slade Sprankle, who picks up 11 more yards. And this rushing defense for Meadowbrook here is not improving on last week's effort very much here.
And there was that right-handed pitch that time. He got it right that time. Lincecum did the Sprankle. So Meadowbrook's got to come up tough here. I just think they need to load the box up and do the best they can trying to stop this big team, Philo.
Lincecum almost unmolested through the left side of the line, and a touchdown for Philo. Kemp Insurance touchdown for Philo's Jack Lincecum with a 4-yard touchdown run, 13-0 Electrics with 7:15 to play in this first half.
Lincecum's had a game this year where he's had 5 touchdowns in one game. He beat Al Bundy. Al had 4.
Good point.
Anybody under 40 has no idea what I'm talking about right now. Little fake extra point here.
They are. They're going to snap it back to
I don't think he got it.
Grant Carpenter, who tried to run through the left side of the line on a little sneaky 2-point run attempt, and it falls short. So the conversion no good for the Electrics. It remains 13-0, 7:15 to play in quarter number 2. We'll step aside here on WILE FM 97.7 and on WirePTV as the Colts get the football back when we return.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77, Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville, off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
Back on WILE FM and on WirePTV, Mike Snively, Dave Davidson with Andrew Dunlap and Joel Asigo. This Valentine Insurance kickoff taken by Braylon Lowry at the 18, scampering up the left side of the field for his 16-yard return up to the 34. Cole Cash, number 23, with a special team stop.
Now, there's a name
Philo.
we haven't heard a whole lot tonight. It's Braylon Lowry. He's their skill guy. He's one of their big skill guys, if not the main skill guy on the Meadowbrook offense. He's got 21 catches on the year, and he's just got one catch tonight for 4 yards. That's only his second touch of the night on the kickoff.
The pass blocking for Meadowbrook hasn't been all that bad.
I think the coverage has been pretty good.
The coverage, yeah.
Philo.
There's obviously several of these flushed out of the pocket jobs have been because of the coverage downfield. There's a fake end around, and Michael Ray will keep it himself for a gain of 1 up to the 36-yard line.
And that's a storyline on the game right now. The leading rusher is Michael Ray. He said he has 265 yards. He only has 4 yards tonight on 5 carries.
They have not let anybody get loose, for the exception of the 27-yard run by Farrell on the last drive. Fake handoff to Black on the slant. There is Lowry right on cue. And a gain of 14 on that pass play up to the 49-yard line, and a Bicon Services first down Colts.
A lot of run-pass options, and that was Michael Ray looking at the numbers and saying that we're going to pull this ball out of Black's stomach and we're going to throw it to Lowry on the quick slant.
Couple of wide outs to the wide right side. Quick snap for Ray. Quick throw out to the left side, and a comebacker for Braylon Lowry. Nice job to keep that one off the turf.
Stoner tipped that ball, too.
He may have. That's a 4-yard pass play to Lowry. So Lowry with back-to-back receptions now after being pretty quiet so far in this half. Approaching the halfway point of quarter number 2, and a 13-0 lead for Philo. Colts trying to get one back. Braden Black,
stonewalled,
carrying off the left side, gets 1 with forward progress just short of the 45 of Philo, setting up a long 3rd and 4.
And if you're Meadowbrook, you look at this as 2 downs to get this, because you're basically in 4-down territory right now.
Mm-hmm. Jacob Burris, Bentley Seedor, Blake Lappert out to the far right side of the formation, and Braylon Lowry, the senior wideout number 1 on the near side left. Looking right is Michael Ray, and a nice strike right in the seam at the 34-yard line, and a catch and a Bicon Services first down for the Colts on the grab by Bentley Seedor.
Seedor hooked up right there in the middle of that zone there, and Ray did a good job of spotting him, hitting him right in the chest.
31-yard line.
First down and 10 Colts. Fake handoff. Ray on the keeper. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
No gain.
Once again, they're stuffing Michael Ray's run game.
Yep, they're doing a good job. Peyton Byers, that inside linebacker, number 8, has plugged up several holes already with 3 or 4 tackles in this game so far. Under 5 minutes, Philo 13, Meadowbrook nothing. The Colts on a 2nd and 10 from the Philo 30. Snap, Ray throws a quick flanker screen out to Lappert. That's a catch, runs to the 25, tripped up by Lincecum at the 24. Forward progress gets him to the 23, gain of 7. And a short 3rd and 3. Colts working quickly now as they want to up-tempo things, and we've got a timeout for the Philo Electrics defense. And we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 4:31 to play. It's quarter number 2, 13-0 Philo as the Colts driving. We'll see if they can cap one off with a score when we return.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
Back on WILE FM and on YRP TV.
I think we had to delay a game right out of a timeout.
Well, that is kind of a microcosm of this half for both teams. There has been some
there's no 25-second play clock, so it's hard for us to tell. And you got to watch the back judge. When he raises his hand, that means there's 5 seconds.
Yeah. So a lot of unforced errors by both teams so far. Now a 3rd and 8. Philo nearly jumped offside over on that left end, but stayed out of trouble. Now snapping, Michael Ray throws to Lowry on a quick screen left. Scampers up the near sideline past the 25 to the 23, it looks like, before he's bounced out of bounds by corner Aiden Mahon. 4th down after a gain of 5.
I'm going to give him 6.
Okay, give him 6, buddy. I like.
Definitely, though, going for it here. Yard and a half, about a yard and a half.
Mm-hmm. This Philo defense, they have been stout against the run, and they got 9 guys in the box. Here's the handoff going to Farrell, bounces it from the middle to the outside left, and there's no daylight there either, and the Colts are denied on 4th down. They are stopped on downs after a loss of 1. Back to the the Electric 25-yard line. The Electric offense takes over already with a 13-0 lead with plenty of time left in this first half.
I like the thought there. Farrell's first run was 25 yards. The second run was 16 yards. So you got to think, even if you get half, just a little bit of that. And that time, Philo was ready for a negative yard, 1 yard run, and they take over.
They basically just overwhelmed the blockers
They
there.
did. And Farrell got away from the first couple defenders, but the Philo defender just kept coming in waves.
Electric's offense back to work. Jack Lincecum from the pistol with junior running back Slade Sprankle behind him. And they'll work with those 3 wide receivers, Carpenter, Mahon, and Savage, over to that left side. 13-0 Philo, 3:50 to play in the second quarter. And Lincecum to throw it on 1st down and 10, heaving it deep down the seam, and that ball may have been tipped in front. Looked like possibly, I think Brady Arnold, number 19, may have got a fingertip on it again. The intended target was number 4, Grant Carpenter, right down the middle, and he was open again, similar to the play on the previous drive.
Yeah, you would think it was tipped the way it hit his chest, because I don't think the ball deflected and his hands were at a different angle, and it kind of bounced off his chest. But that seam's been there twice, and Brady Arnold twice has been there to bat it away.
Meadowbrook defense dodges a bullet again. 2nd and 10. High snap to Lincecum. Tosses it out to the left. Sprankle escapes a McManaway tackle in the backfield and gets upfield around the left end for a good 8 yards up to the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. He's a yard and a half short of the first down.
Sprankle's just making plays on his own out there in that open space. I'm going to give him 9 there, Dave.
Yeah, McManaway was right there, and again, it was, little guy against little guy, but McManaway about as tough as there is on the Meadowbrook defense. If he can't bring him down, then I don't know who can.
Right. And that's that weight room we were talking about. They said Sprankle spent a ton of time in the weight room. Low center of gravity, too, as you mentioned earlier.
3rd and 1. Lincecum, the quarterback, will keep it himself around the left end. He's got daylight and more into the Colts, into the field at the 45-yard line. He'll mark him out at the 46 of Bicon Services Electric, 1st down on the big run from the lefty QB, Lincecum.
So Lincecum's now at 80 yards on 10 carries. He's averaging 8 yards a carry.
Tack on about 15 more on that carry. 1st down and 10 Philo from the Colt 46-yard line. Still loads of time and 2 timeouts for Philo. Just a tick over the 3-minute mark.
Just a reminder, Meadowbrook will receive the second half kickoff.
Well, they may receive a second quarter kickoff here if they don't stop Philo on this drive. And the toss out to the left side again, Sprankle. Hit a couple of yards ahead of the line of scrimmage, but again, that forward momentum, he's never going backward, it seems. Sprankle again picked up another yard or 2 after contact, a gain of 4.
It looks like it's an option, but it's not. It's just a pitch. But the way he pitches the ball, it does look like the old option pitch. Used to pitch it with 2 hands on a reverse, reverse your feet, reverse your body. Usually under center, too, when you used to pitch.
Clock moving at 2.5 minutes. Philo in no hurry right now as they have command of the game right now with a 13-0 lead and the ball at the Colt 42.
And 2 timeouts left for Philo.
2nd and 6. 3 wides to the right side. Savage comes in motion, and the head Sprankle carries tacklers with him. Finally, Will Smalley brings him down, but not before Sprankle and Philo has a Bicon Services first down and a gain of 9 more. Close to 10.
2 guys have carried the ball for Philo tonight. Sprankle has 79 yards. Linscomb has 80 yards. So right there, you're at about almost 160 right there with those 2.
First down and 10. Lincecum through the left side of the line. Again, great yardage on first down. A gain of close to 7, maybe 8. They'll mark him knees down around the 26. 7 yards for the quarterback, Lincecum. Philo as the beat goes on.
And it looks like they're just taking turns. This should be Sprankle on some type of either in between the tackles or a pitch to the left.
The 3 wide receivers to the wide right side of the field. The big tight end, Stoner, 88, over on that left side. They toss it to the right side. Sprankle starts outside, cuts back to the middle. Was near the first down chains. I think his forward progress gets him there.
Philo's going to use a timeout.
Maybe it doesn't. Let's see. The only question is it 3rd and short or is it first down? And there was no signal. I guess about a half-yard short of the first down is Philo. 3rd and short coming up. Clock stop with 1:08 to go in quarter number 2. We want to thank our WILE FM ABC Sports sponsors for the night. West 40 Auto Sales, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Bruner Land Company, Village Hardware and Rental, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Great Clips, Allwell Behavioral Health, Marlene's Restaurant, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, Zane State College, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health, Bicon Services, Doan Ford, Rogers Company, Shriver's Pharmacy, Action Total Staffing, TK Auto Service, and Meadowbrook Tire.
Well, I think they're playing Cotton Eye Joe, Dave. I think that's what I hear.
Wow. Felt my chest pounding right there.
I'm glad we got my headphones on.
I almost couldn't hear myself for a moment. Well, Philo now with a 3rd and short here, Mike, and there's really no sign of Meadowbrook being able to stop this Philo running game so far in this first half.
Well, you'd have to think this is 4-down territory, obviously. And they're going to keep it simple here with Lincecum.
Lincecum, first down and more. Into the secondary again. He is stopped down just short of the 10. And that is 13 more yards for Jack Lincecum, the Philo QB. Clock at a minute to go. Same play. Lincecum, left side, to the 5, to the house. Another touchdown for Philo, number 3. 10-yard run for Jack Lincecum, and the Electrics offense just cutting through the Colt defense like a knife through hot butter.
Yeah, it's 108 yards now, 2 touchdowns for Lincecum. He also threw for a 34-yard touchdown. He's helped score all 3 touchdowns. He's had a hand in all 3 touchdowns.
Well, the Electrics in that J&M Electric red zone only needed 2 more plays. Lincecum with runs of 13 and 10 to give the Electrics a 19-0 first half lead, and this is going to be a 2-point attempt here for the Electrics.
Mahon split almost out of bounds to the right.
And Lincecum is going to keep it himself. This time the Colt defense is up to the task as they bottle up Lincecum for no gain to that left side. And the 2-point conversion attempt again for the second straight time, no good for Philo. So the score, Philo 19, Meadowbrook nothing. 56 seconds remain in quarter number 2, and we'll step aside on ABC Sports as our high school football coverage in Week 5 continues.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Dave Davidson, Mike Snively, back on WILE FM and on YRP TV. Andrew Dunlap and Joel Lasigo running our video controls for our live stream broadcast on YouTube. Thanks, guys. 56 seconds. All Philo here in half number 1 from Eugene Capers Field in Byesville. 19-0. And this Valentine Insurance kickoff, another blooper, bouncing in front of Amadi Lofton, number 45. Finally scoops it up, escapes some tackles, stood up around the 30 and carries white and blue people with him to the 32. And that was, again, another dangerously precarious kickoff return for Meadowbrook.
Once Amani did attain possession, that was the most exciting 6-yard kickoff return I've ever seen. I thought for a chance he was going to go. Now, Dave, I'm going to bring up game 1 against Tri-Valley. Meadowbrook was down 21-0 about this point in the game. Goes down, scores on the last play. Next thing you know, in the fourth quarter, it's 21-21. So anything can happen here. Also, Sheridan leads John Glenn late in the second quarter, 17-14.
So John Glenn has come back and made a game of it there. Good to see. You're getting some score updates from New Concord from somebody there. First down and 10. Michael Ray steps up into the pocket. He's going to be buried about a yard behind the line of scrimmage as he was not forcing the ball down the field. Timeout by Steve Norman and the Colts. That'll be their second timeout charged. And 39.6 seconds remaining. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Meadowbrook here as we're just a little before halftime.
Back to the keys. We started the keys of the game, Dave, and we said Philo has to contain Michael Ray, especially in the run game. 2 yards on 7 carries. I think they've done a good job. And Meadowbrook had to at least contain the run game a little bit. Linscomb has 108 yards in the first half, and Sprankle has 82. So they're closing in on 200 yards in the first half.
We want to remind you late in our game tonight and in our post-game report, Lock 9 Pizza will sponsor Philo's player of the game. We'll have a +1 player of the game on the Colts side. And our Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative Power Lineman of the game. Right now, that's going to be a man in a visiting uniform right now.
Sheridan just took a 24-14 lead here late in the second quarter.
Well, how about this one here, partner? Morgan 14, Crooksville 0.
Wow.
Second quarter. 2nd and 11 play. Looking to set up a screen. It's not there. Ray throws over the middle, and it's caught.
There's a lineman way downfield. There it is right there.
Only about 10 yards down?
Well, when you're a lineman and the screen's called, you go out and you do your job. Now, the quarterback's got to know that he's got linemen downfield. I believe that was Brennan Rice doing his job down the field. But he was a good 15 yards down the field.
Yep, you're right. I mean, and I think, generally speaking, I think the officials will give you probably, what, a 3-4 yard?
5, even 5, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a 5-yard max, grace.
But not 15.
A little grace period.
And I even think Rice out there, he was like, oh, no, he's throwing it downfield, not behind the line of scrimmage, and they got me. Well, but they snuffed that screen out pretty well, though.
They did.
Philo did.
Now it's a 2nd and 17 pass play. That ball bouncing in front of Grant Carpenter at the 41-yard line of Meadowbrook. Incomplete. Lowry, the intended target. Clock stop with 21.7. And now Meadowbrook with a 3rd and 16 in dangerous territory here of being forced to punt in their own end, deep in their own end.
Ray's 8 of 12 for 53 yards. So once again, Philo doing a good job. 2 safeties deep right at the chains for Philo.
And a draw play. This will be Ray keeping it himself. The quarterback starts up the middle, bounces outside right. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock around the 32 and a half. And a pickup of what, 7, 8 yards?
Yeah, I gave him 8. 13-7 left, Dave.
Well, and now
I think you've got to punt it here, Dave. I
really do. I think so, yeah. The punt team is out.
Casey Clendenning holds the punting chores for the Colts.
Now seems to be a little confusing. They only had 9. Now they have 10, and now the 11th man comes running out.
Well, Meadowbrook doesn't punt much, and
it shows.
So they're going to go ahead and punt this away. But the most important thing here is the snap, and it was a good one.
And it gets to Clendenning, and this is a good punt. Fading back, fair catch called at the 29. by number 7, Aiden Mahon. So a nice punt by Clendenning.
You know, right there, and that's a good job by Mahon. I mean, to catch that ball, that high punt, but with 7 seconds left, and you fumble that thing, Meadowbrook's got a chance to score right there at the end of the half. I'd probably just get away from it, but he caught the ball, so no harm, no foul.
If you have more time in it, obviously you don't want to let the ball bounce and
right.
pin yourselves back in your own end zone. But
I would think they're either going to take a knee here or try to get Linscomb or Sprankle maybe to break a long one up the middle here.
Well, you know what? I mean, a run play is just as safe as anything right now, and who knows? I mean, the way Philo's run the ball in this first half.
We do see 3 back. I think they're in like a victory formation here. Like a reverse wishbone.
So they're pretty content with this 19-0 lead. No wonder. And time runs out here in half number 1. All visitors right now. Philo 19 and Meadowbrook nothing. Lincecum a busy man in this first half. He has a touchdown pass of 34 yards to senior receiver Jacob Savage. And a couple of touchdown runs in the second quarter of 5 and 10 yards for Jack Lincecum. And a couple of 2-point conversion failures for Philo. Comes out to a 19-0 advantage here in our halftime. For those of you on the WILE side, we have our ONN halftime feature coming up here in a matter of moments. In the meantime, we'll bring you another Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. West Muskingum all over Riverview. Late first quarter scores the last report, 41-0. West M scores 41 on Riverview in quarter number 1.
Wow.
Right now, as Mike said earlier, 24-14, Sheridan late first half hosting John Glenn. Maysville up 28-0 in the second quarter on Coshocton. And Morgan leading Crooksville 14-0. Crooksville's looking to remain unbeaten at home. They're 4-0 and playing at home tonight, but Morgan looks like up to the task. New Lexington leads Tri-Valley in Dresden 14-7. That was a late first quarter score, the last one that we have at this time. We'll have some more score updates coming later on in our halftime. Right now, we'll send it out to this commercial message, and then our ONN halftime feature for those of you on 97.7 FM. And for those of you on YRP TV, stay tuned. Mike Snively stats coming up here in just a little bit. Here in our halftime, 19-0, Philo over Meadowbrook.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Okay. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here. But for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Reports. Ironton is the defending Division V state champion, and this evening we'll talk a little Southern Ohio football with Jason Filioff from our Ironton affiliate. Jason joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference. Right now, in every decision and every season.
Friday night, Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential. Because in Ohio, public education matters.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids at Beck's. They are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game. Talking a little Southern Ohio high school football this evening with Jason Filioff from our Ironton affiliate. And Jason, some really good high school football played in your area of the state. Let's begin with the team that you primarily cover, the defending Division V state champion Ironton Tigers, off to another really good start this season, but I know a tough one tonight against another really good Southern Ohio team in Jackson.
Yeah, both teams it's always a hard-hitting game when these two get together. Ironton's off to the 4-0 start, as you said, and last week they handled Canisius out of New York rather handily, 55-21, another running clock there. There were a lot of question marks coming into the season for Ironton. They lost a lot of talented players, especially Sean Terry, who's at Missouri, Josh Johnson, who's at Penn State, and the quarterback Braden Schreck, who was a 3-year starter. But they're playing well. They've got some big wins. They beat Liberty Christian out of Virginia, a two-time defending state champion in Division III there in Virginia, hammered them 42-3. There's still some games down the road. They've got their rival Portsmouth to close out the season, and next week is the big game against Wheelersburg, who's undefeated right now. Jackson lost to Wheelersburg 17-7 a week ago, but it's always great to see Ironton Jackson get together, whether it's at Alumni Stadium in Jackson or the Tank in Ironton.
You mentioned Wheelersburg, Jason. They're 4-0. They're facing off with another 4-0 team from down in your area in Lucasville Valley tonight.
Yeah, Valley, surprise team at 4-0 this year. Wheelersburg is one of those teams that just gets better week by week. Rob Woodward always does that with his teams. We've always seen the Ironton-Wheelersburg game open up the football season, but that's been pushed back to week 6 this year. So they'll play next week, and you don't want to peek ahead, especially with the teams they are facing this week. You mentioned Ironton Jackson and Wheelersburg taking on 4-0 Valley. That's a conference game, so that's a huge game for them. But we're looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one turns out tonight with Wheelersburg and Valley. I think Wheelersburg probably has the advantage, but Valley, again, surprising 4-0 this year, playing really well.
You know, others that are still unbeaten down in your area of the state, Jason, I mean, Notre Dame, Sims Valley, and Eastern Auburn, all off to great starts.
Yeah, the Division 7. You got to love small school football, don't you, Skip? I mean, you're talking about these teams just love getting together and playing some smash mouth football. Although Sims Valley, number 3 in Region 27 right now, they throw the ball quite well. Their quarterback, Bronx Carpenter, threw for over 400 yards and 4 touchdowns against South Point Division 5 last week. They are in Region 27. Region 28, of course, with Marion Local, but you've got Notre Dame, who's ranked 2nd. They're undefeated. Eastern is ranked 3rd. They're undefeated. Eastern, of course, hasn't lost a regular season game since 2022. Eastern and Notre Dame play October 10th. So that's going to be a good one. Sims Valley plays Eastern October 3rd, and then Sims Valley plays Notre Dame at home October 17th. So those 3 are going to just battle it out to see who has supremacy in the SOC1. Just 3 really good small school teams to keep an eye out.
Well, Jason, last thing. Somebody asked me about this a couple of weeks ago. Let everybody know about, the annual...
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Hey sports fans, looking for great food, fun, and unbeatable specials? Come on down to Marlene's Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. Tuesdays are all about free pool and our hot hamburger special. Wednesdays it's wings night. Come hungry. All weekend long they're packed with ball games and all the excitement. Plus check out our new lunch specials every Sunday. Good luck to all the high school sports teams. Call 740-685-2374 for carryout. That's Marlene's Bar and Grill, where food, fun, and friends come together.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative love Southeast Ohio, where the hills roll, the roads are crooked, and the trees are plentiful. Keeping the lights on in our beautiful corner of the state is a challenge Guernsey Muskingum gladly accepts and works hard to accomplish. Safety and reliable electricity at a reasonable cost are always our top priorities. It's our way of keeping the lights on for all members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Dave Davidson, Mike Snively back to Eugene Capers Field in Byesville. A warm Week 5 evening for Friday night football, but the home side not so happy as their team trails 19-0. The Philo Electrics on 3 Kemp Insurance Agency touchdowns by Jack Lincecum, a 34-yard swing pass to Jacob Savage, and then touchdown runs in the second quarter of 5 yards and 10 yards to give Philo a 19-0 advantage here at halftime. Mike Snively, it was domination at the line of scrimmage by the visiting Electrics.
Yeah, it wasn't a crazy domination in terms of yards, but if you were a spectator of the game or you've been watching it on YRP TV, you could just see the advantage that Philo does have on the offensive line of they're just pushing people around. The physicalities of these teams are a little bit different right now, and there's some size advantages with Philo, and Slade Sprankle and Jack Linscombe's doing the job with their feet in between the tackles, and even on that little pitch they've been giving the Sprankle. He's been doing his little thing out there and shaking and baking for 10, 15 yards.
Well, it's not a little thing for him because he has busted off several first down runs. I mean, Linscombe had more success, I think, in the second quarter in particular, but that two-headed monster right there for Philo really is all they need right now.
That's all they need. That's basically what they've done all year. Sprankle has 14 carries and Linscombe has 13 carries. Sprankle with 82 yards and Linscombe with 108 yards on 13 carries and 2 touchdowns. And Linscombe threw the other touchdown to Jacob Savage for 34 yards. And, they've done a great job defensively. They've held Meadowbrook to 134 total yards. Meadowbrook ran the ball pretty effectively that first couple of drives, 18 for 81 yards. Ray looks efficient, 8 of 12, 75% for 53 yards, but that's the key. He's completed 8 passes for 53 yards. Philo's done a nice job of tackling, not letting receivers get yards after the catch. They've done a really good job there, and they only have 134 yards, so Philo's outgaining them 229 to 134, but it's been a game of Philo. Their run game has just been brutal. Defensively, they've been getting a few hats to the football and limiting big plays for Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook at times defensively has been there at the ball carrier near the line of scrimmage, but again, first contact is not bringing Linscombe or Sprankle down.
Right. One thing I noticed about Sprankle, he's got some get up. He's got another gear, and he's a strong kid. He's only 5'7", but he's a strong kid. He's low center of gravity. Breaks usually a tackle or two. Linscombe, a quarterback, dips that left shoulder, and he just puts his head down and goes hard and picks up an extra 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
Now for Meadowbrook, Michael Ray, as you said, had some effectiveness in the air, not much on the ground.
That's the key right there. He's the leading rusher on the year. He's got 265 yards through 4 games. Right now, Philo has contained him extremely well. 8 carries, 8 yards. So that's probably the stat of the game right there. Philo's defense holding Michael Ray on the ground, 8 carries for 8 yards.
Now, Meadowbrook can't completely rely on Michael Ray's arm here in the second half, even though they're down 3 touchdowns. Obviously, they're going to have to get the ball down the field and loosen up this Philo defense a little bit somehow, but they're still going to have some effectiveness in the ground game, but it's got to start up front, the line of scrimmage, and right now that
right.
Big Philo front with those 300-pound plus guys we talked about for the Electrics
makes a big difference.
Offensively and defensively, they have had to push.
They wear you down, and Meadowbrook had a couple good drives there early in the game where Black picked up 33 yards in the first quarter. Farrell picked up 40 yards on 3 carries, but that might have been the turning point of the game, 4th and 1, when they put Farrell in the backfield and they loaded up the box against Philo and went mano-a-mano against him, and Farrell lost 1 yard on the 4th and 1. Philo goes down and scores, and next thing you know, it's a 3-score game.
We'll step aside here in our halftime report as the Meadowbrook High School band marches on. And the Electrics leading the Colts 19-0 here at halftime. Meadowbrook will get the ball to start half number 2. And we'll continue our high school football coverage in Week 5 on WILE FM 97.7 and on YRP TV in just a moment.
Meadowbrook Tire and Muffler in Biceville, Ohio delivers fast, reliable auto service tailored to you. From expert muffler repairs and exhaust work to front-end alignment, brakes, oil changes, struts, suspension, tire repair, and new and used tire sales. Your car is in great hands. Since 1987, our accredited shop has built a sterling A-plus Better Business Bureau reputation and earned a 4.3 rating for quality, integrity, and friendly service. Stop by 350 Main Street or call 740-685-6405 today.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares, close to home.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
Back on ABC Sports, on WIRE-PTV, on YouTube, and on 97.7 FM. Joel Asigo and Andrew Dunlap on our WIRE-PTV webcast. Mike Snively and Dave Davidson here in the booth with you on our multicast. I have to ask you about this. What's up with this North Texas shirt here you've got on here?
North Texas?
North Texas Eagles.
Well, my father's head coach was a guy by the name of Coach Matt Sakis. And he had 4 sons, and they all coach college football. And Georgie Matsakis, the third son, is a coach in North Texas.
And they're undefeated right now.
The Mean Green.
The Mean Green.
And who would be their most famous alum?
Ooh.
In terms of football. That's an easy one.
Joe Green.
Joe Green. Mean Joe Green. In fact, they may have changed the nickname to Mean Green because of him.
But there's no E at the end of that.
No, correct.
Like Joe Green's name.
Correct.
And I also, while we're on the subject of college football, I wanted to say, too, how about them Bobcats?
Well, I was at that game. Yeah.
I know that was disappointing for you, but
your
Mountaineers rebounded nicely last week. I was glad to see that. I'm a WVU fan, too.
Yeah, the atmosphere at OU that weekend was they've probably never seen that. The stadium wasn't ready for that. I will say that. They ran out of Coke and water and other beverages in the second quarter.
I think that's the first time probably that the visiting team has has overwhelmed 25,000 plus.
But it was an unbelievable atmosphere.
Now, I've been there to some of their 3 largest crowds before that.
Okay.
Pitt, which would have been Frank Solich's, I think, his first home game.
Yeah.
In 2005.
Night game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there for that one. I think I was trying to think.
Iowa State?
Iowa State, I was there a couple years ago. Mel Pursuit and I were there. And there's another one in between there, too, that brought a
lot of people.
crowd as well.
It was an unbelievable atmosphere.
Won all 3 games. Though, too.
And I'll tell you another thing, too, about that atmosphere. You know, there was just tents and tailgates and everything. I bet we were asked 10 times, both crowds. Hey, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? You want to eat? Want something to drink?
Yeah.
I mean, they got along really, really well, and it was
really a frat atmosphere.
Oh boy, they shut down Court Street, I think, at noon, and it was a 4:00 game. So they did do that right. Yeah,
they do. Yeah, they know how to do it down there, and it's like you said, it's nothing at all like Columbus.
No,
it's a rivalry game, but it's still like everybody's on the same team until the kickoff starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get those 2 fan bases together, there's going to be some fun.
No doubt. So we got our second half kickoff coming up here in just a moment. We're going to step out one brief time here on WIRE-PTV on WILE FM. 19-0 Philo. Meadowbrook gets the ball to start here in the second half. Back in a moment.
Is your son or daughter ready for the next step in their education? Look no farther than Zane State College, located just a short drive away. Zane State College has a history rooted in the values of our hardworking, roll-up-your-sleeves Appalachian community. We are committed to providing top-notch education and real-world skills right here in Southeast Ohio. Call 740-588-5000 and join a community that values tradition, hard work, and the future of your family at Zane State College.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Welcome back on ABC Sports. It's Valentine Insurance kickoff about to take place as Philo kicks off with a 19-0 lead. Meadowbrook offense and Michael Ray, 6'3" junior quarterback, trying to get things untracked here in this second half. Only 8 yards rushing for Ray, 53 yards in the air, and they're certainly going to need more out of him, and he's going to need some more help from his other skilled player mates as well.
Here comes the angle kickoff here by Philo, and they find a spot.
By Cohen Davis. It's going to bounce around the 31, and it is downed again by number 45, Amante Lofton, the junior.
Look like your sand wedge, Dave.
Ooh, well, thank you. I guess that's a compliment.
Oh, that's a great compliment.
I haven't had a golf club in my hand in 10 weeks. I'm missing it.
I get pictures usually when you do go.
Oh.
Our good friend Mel Pursuit
Yeah,
always sending the pictures.
Oh, boy. That's a mistake.
But
It's down in 10, 31-yard line.
You always got the Polar Pop in the picture too, Dave.
It's in the golf cart.
In the golf cart?
Yeah, it's in his cart. And I walk
72 gallons. Or 72 ounces, I should say.
Well, not at one time.
That's how big it looks.
Michael Ray and the offense going to work at their own 31. 3 wide outs. Ray with the snap from the pistol, looking to set up a screen to the left side. That one's caught dangerously close to a defender. Braden Black comes up with the catch, and he was met immediately again by linebacker Peyton Byers, number 8, who's been a busy tackler for Philo, only a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a little shaky there. He coming back there to Black there, but nonetheless, they did get 2 and a decent start there for the Colts.
Yeah, these screen plays that they've tried to set up maybe 3 times, they're just taking a long time to develop. Ray with the snap, another quick out to the left side, and the
Colts moved
play
early.
is moved.
That one was thrown from the Philo side, Judge.
Some Colt moved early.
They're trying to get Lowry involved as much as they can. He's a good ball player, but when he gets the ball, he runs hard, north and south, and he picks up positive yardage all the time. And that's exactly what they're trying to do here in the second half to get him going.
So now a 2nd down, 13. 11-14 remaining in this third quarter. Opening drive for the Colts, down by nearly 3 touchdowns, 19-0. Ray with good protection, 4-man rush, now flush from the pocket, chased out by Rhodes, escapes that tackle, runs to the far sideline and scampers out near the original line of scrimmage around the 30.
That's Rhodes, good coverage.
Yeah, it is. Rhodes and company, a good job in pursuing him. This Philo defense, sideline to sideline, has been really spectacular tonight.
Now, Ray, in his previous games, when he gets out of that pocket, he's able to find somebody down the field. Tonight, it's been tough because that Philo defense is everywhere.
3 wides left. Ray again throwing down with a little back shoulder throw to Braden Black. Is it a catch? Yes, it is. He's inbounds, and a Bicon Services first down on 3rd and long to the 42-yard line, a gain of 11.
You know, that's a tough throw, but that's even a harder catch right there, and that's a fantastic first down by Meadowbrook.
I mean, he's running straight up the field. The ball's already in the air, and then he has to slow down and turn around and find the ball and grab it. And Black trying to get outside the left tackle will get maybe a half yard. We'll give him 1. Up to the 43, and defensively, linebacker Cole Cash and company bring him down.
There's that name, old Cole Cash.
Cole Cash.
Hear it on the commercials.
Not to be confused with Cole's Cash. And a quick throw out on the left flat for Braylon Lowry. Nice gain, 7 yards on 2nd and long, near midfield. 2.5 yards short of the first down. Carpenter in the tackle.
Up the pace. Meadowbrook picking up the pace big time.
Well, they're going to have to a little bit. They got to get, I mean, really just to do something just to get themselves going rather than tiring out the Philo defense. Ray with the handoff. This is Farrell, and Farrell has got no hope going to that left side. He is swallowed up immediately, and he'll lose a yard back to the 49-yard line of Meadowbrook. Pursued there by big 88 Camden Stoner, one of those defensive ends. Right him back, actually a 2-yard loss. I'm working back closer to the 48. 4th and a long 3. 3 wides, wide right side of the field. Ray with a quick snap from the pistol. 4 receivers in the formation, 3-man rush. Camden Stoner chasing Ray all across the field to the right. Throws on the run, nearly picked off by defensive back Grant Carpenter.
Yeah, nice
Did he
job
catch
by
it?
Carpenter. No, he did not, and it's probably a good thing he didn't for Philo's sake. I mean, he would have lost a few yards on the interception, but nonetheless, really good defensive play. Again, the secondary doing a great job.
Yeah.
Because Ray's making his own time. He's got 3 or 4 seconds back there, and there's just nothing. They condense the field when he rolls to the right or to the left, and Philo condenses the field with him.
Colts turn it over on downs with 9:32 to go, third quarter, and really in a half you thought that they needed to come out and put a touchdown drive together to give themselves any hope.
Obviously, this is a very important defensive stand here for Meadowbrook. We're probably going to see a lot of Sprankle and Linscomb.
I would say that's a safe bet. They'll stack a pair of receivers on each side of the field, as the Electrics rarely go 4 wide.
And they're wide, especially the far side receivers to the left.
And they're doing everything they can just to spread out, thin out this Meadowbrook defense so that they cannot stack the box with Linscomb and Sprankle. Sprankle to the left side of the quarterback, and Linscomb will take it himself. Escapes 1 tackle. Now he's into the secondary. He could be gone to the 25, 20, 10, 5, scores.
49-yarder, Dave.
That is a J&M Electric red zone touchdown and a Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown for Philo for Jack Linscomb. 49-yard run as he adds on his 3rd TD run of the night, 25-0 Philo.
And that was the first play after the big 4th down stop. So this is kind of a problem Meadowbrook ran into last week against the Crooksville Ceramics, where they just struggled with that quarterback run.
That's a 10-second drive. And on to attempt the point after, Cohen Davis, sophomore kicker. And the righty nails a line driver through the uprights to make it 26-0 Electrics. 9:22 to go in quarter number 3. All Philo here as the line of scrimmage has been dominated. Christian Long, that big 375-pound junior tackle on that left side, and Dakota Kenny, the senior, beside him, along with Braden Dix, the sophomore center at 330.
You want someone
and then you bring
to be there right
in
away to help.
Slade Sprankle in. He gets in there and he kicks out the defensive end and touchdown Linscomb.
It's not an excuse for Meadowbrook's defense. I mean, they've got Sills at 300 pounds and Clendenning at 265. In the D tackle spots too. It's not like Meadowbrook is like dramatically oversized up there.
Meadowbrook has good size. They really do. A bit young still, but this Philo team, I thought they were really physical against New Lex, and what a two contrasting teams when I had that game. New Lexington, they have 5-foot splits on the line. I mean, huge splits. And then Philo, like I said, they're toe-to-toe.
And another Valentine Insurance kickoff coming from the Philo Electrics. Leading it now 26-0 here in Byesville. And this short kickoff fades back to the 22-yard line. That'll be Farrell with the return, and he'll take it between the hashes, gets bounced around the 35-yard line, and falls forward to the 36.
That might have been Brendan Stewart there, number 8. That's what I'm going to guess.
Good call. Yep, 8, not 2. So Farrell was on the field, and that will be Brendan Stewart, a sophomore, with the return. 14-yard return up to the 36-yard line.
Those single-digit numbers sometimes, Dave, you know how it gets. And remember last year when they did the Army National Guard?
Oh, my, that was a nightmare.
The camouflage jerseys with a black number. We had no clue. We were guessing most of the time. I had them 3 games in a row. They just kept passing. Cambridge got them 1 week, Meadowbrook got them 1 week, and I think New Lex got them 1 week.
First down and 10 as Ray takes the high snap. Gives it straight ahead
That was
and
Black.
nothing doing for Braden Black.
So Black, he has 34 yards on 9 carries, and Philo's done a tremendous job. His first carry was 21 yards. He's now at 34 after 9 now.
This Philo defense has been up to the task all night long. 8:45 and counting, third quarter. Meadowbrook, really, you hate to say it this early in the second half, but really this is a must-score drive for the Colts.
100%.
Trips receivers right. Ray gives it off again. Braden Black straight through the tackles up to the 38-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. But third and long coming. And Meadowbrook not yet to their own 40-yard line yet. Our instant replays tonight on YRP-TV brought to you by High Street Seneca LLC. 3rd and 8 play for Ray. He has 4 receivers, flushed out of the pocket, rolling right, throws to the sideline. That's a catch for Braylon Lowry, it looks like, and a Bicon Services first down at the Colt 48-yard line after a 10-yard pass.
Bentley Seedor on that outside.
Seedor, there you go.
That was Bentley. That's his 4th catch. He has 25 yards on the night. 79 total yards passing for Michael Ray.
And again, 3 wides to the left. Ray scrambling around, dancing around the pocket, now runs to the sideline, and he's going to be bounced out for a tackle for loss by Philo, running out at the 44-yard line. That's a loss of 3. That's one there. You want your quarterback, Ray, to just unload it toward the sideline ahead of the line of scrimmage somewhere.
Throw it toward the cheerleader. Just once you're out of the pocket, let one of the cheerleaders make a play on it.
Again, trips receivers for Ray and the Colts offense to the left. Rolling that way to his left, throwing on the run, and an electric defender might have been there early, and a late flag comes in.
Definite pass interference.
Blake Lappert, that intended receiver, number 11 at the Philo 47.
Now, in basketball, they don't say over the back anymore. What would you call that if that guy's going for a rebound? You're an official. We just call that a
push.
Just a push, okay. Because no more over the back. Is that correct?
Well, there
never
technically, but there never was.
Right.
I mean, that's what people comment. That's the common terminology, the layman's terms for it. But
well, the defensive back went over Blake Lappert's back.
He definitely pushed him from the backside before the ball arrived.
Yeah.
We'll grant you that one. 15-yard penalty, and that helps the Colts offense enormously here as they have it now just in front of the Philo 40. Ray on a fake handoff, keeping up the middle for a gain of 4, close to 5, up to that 36. Give him 5. That might be Ray's, and that might be his longest carry of the night.
Yeah, that is his longest carry. His previous one was...
Well, he had a 6-yarder maybe.
Oh, yeah, there's a 6-yarder. You're correct.
Not many. And a quick snap on 2nd and 5. Ray looking deep for Braylon Lowry. Had him at the 10, but overthrew him by a yard or so. Again, blanket man-to-man coverage down the field by Philo.
Grant Carpenter, really only 1 yard away from, he's manned up all the way with Lowry, and that's a tough task.
Mm-hmm. He was step for step with him. Not fooled.
Carpenter, a senior.
3 wides for Meadowbrook to the wide right side. In the backfield is Aiden Farrell, and he gets the handoff on a little delayed draw, and he's going to get only 1 yard as he started out to the right side. Thought he found a hole up the middle, and it closed quickly as it has most of the night. And big Camden Stoner, number 88, blocking up that hole. 4th down.
Now, first thing if I'm Meadowbrook here, I try to get them to jump off sides just to see how antsy they are. Because we've had some offside / illegal procedure penalties tonight.
3 wides for Ray to the right side, 1 to the left. Quick throw right over the seam, wide open is Blake Lappert, and that's a touchdown for the Colts.
It's a 35-yard touchdown pass.
And a blown assignment by Philo, their first real defensive mistake on the night, and it costs them 6 points as the Colts get on the board with 6.5 minutes to play in this third quarter.
Yeah, wide open. Good find nonetheless for Michael Ray. $114 yards on the night through the air for Ray after that touchdown completion.
And now we'll see number 21, Haley Arnold, on for the first time for the point after. And a low line driver, that's wide left. Hooked it, and no good, so the score remains 26-6. Philo on top by 20, 6:31 to play third quarter. And just a blown assignment. I think a couple of Philo Electrics getting mixed up in the coverage.
I'm going to guess they were man-to-man across the board, and nobody picked up Lapper.
We'll step aside for this commercial message on WILE FM and on WireP-TV. The Colts on the board, but trail at 26-6. Back after this on AVC Sports.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
Back on ABC Sports, Dave Davidson, Mike Snively, along with Andrew Dunlap and Joel Asigo on our live stream video crew. 26-6 the score now as Meadowbrook gets on the board. A shame that they gave up the one-play drive of 49 yards to Lincecum to start this second half.
That being said, we still have a quarter and a half, still more than a quarter and a half still to play here, so anything can happen. You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if Meadowbrook tries some type of onside kick here.
And they'll do their typical onside fake a little bit. And now it'll be Brady Arnold kicking off, and this Valentine Insurance kickoff fielded at the 24-yard line by Philo, and slung down is Rusty Trout, the junior, on the return up to the 38-yard line.
Think Rusty's going to make any threes this winter? Just a few?
Well, he's going to make quite a few, because I'll bet he's going to take quite a few.
Yeah.
Be my guess.
He'll be one of the leading basketball players in the NBL this year. There's that formation that we saw in the first play of the second half from Philo.
Yep, double stack receivers on either side for Jack Lincecum and the Philo offense, leading by 20. Just under 6.5 to play in this third quarter. From their own 39, they'll start this drive.
This should be Sprankle's turn to carry the ball. Honest to goodness, they just alternate. No, they're going to throw.
They won't this time. Lincecum's going to alternate to a deep throw down the left side. Has a man off the fingertips of intended receiver Aiden Mayon, and the state world-class high jumper you would have thought would have gone up and snagged that ball. He didn't even leave his feet that time.
But he was full stride, and you can tell he's a runner because he did have a good stride there. Almost hit him.
I was looking for him to
jump up and
see that.
It's kind of hard to do that at full speed.
I guess so. It's a little, he's a little different atmosphere. 2nd and 10.
And that's what Meadowbrook wants. They want this clock stopped as much as possible.
They need to find an answer for 19 and 2. Quarterback and running back. Motion man is Savage, coming in as a fake blocker, and they ran that play for a touchdown of 34 yards early on that opening drive. This time Meadowbrook a little wiser to it. That's a pass to the left flat. It's caught by Savage for a gain of 5.
But that was an excellent play by Farrell to make that. He was the only one out there to make the play. If not, that's a big gain.
3rd and 5 now from the Philo 44. Clock running under 6 minutes in this third quarter. Philo 26, Meadowbrook 6 as they get on the scoreboard finally after a Michael Ray 35-yard TD pass to Blake Lapper. Philo stacks 3 receivers, bunched to that short left side. Lincecum, the lefty, throws it out to the wide flat, trying to get an isolation on Sprankle. He has a first down and more, and it might be a defensive penalty here. Flag thrown in behind the play. Sprankle escapes for another extra 15 yards after the attempted tackle at the 42-yard line, and turns that one into a big gain of close to 27.
Probably a horse collar attempt.
Yeah.
I mean, he really didn't make the play.
It was kind of tough. Looked like he had the jersey, didn't really have a
Right.
seat if he had the pads, and that's, I think, what the officials are discussing now.
I wouldn't be surprised they picked this thing up.
Right. I'm kind of thinking the same thing. They are waving off the flag. Yep, as you said, Mike. Yep. Had the jersey and not the pads, but
Sheridan, by the way, started to take control over John Glenn 31-14 in the third.
Other scores on our Surgeon Construction High School scoreboard. New Lexington, our last report, still no update on that one yet. 14-7 over Tri-Valley in that second quarter. And Crooksville in danger of their first defeat of the year as they were trailing at home by 2 touchdowns to Morgan. Maysville, the commanding 34-0 lead at halftime at Coshocton. And a handoff. This is Sprankle through the left side of the line. Good wrap up by...
We have a late flag.
I was trying to see who got him there. Was that Calvert? Not Calvert.
Sills, I believe.
Silver.
Let's see. There's a little dust up we had after the play.
Yeah. Is it coming backward? It's a dead ball foul. It's on the offense.
Hands to the face. Okay, so that's a no play, so it's still going to stay first down.
The funny thing is they said they showed initially a dead ball foul like the play was going to count.
Correct. You're right. His
Right?
his mechanics were wrong, so to speak. The officials' mechanics were wrong.
Okay. So it does remain first down. 1st and 25 as the clock runs under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
It happened during the play.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that would be possible, would it?
No.
Not to my knowledge. Bel Air leads Cambridge of last report 12-7 at halftime in that game. 3 wides for Philo to the left side. Sprankle flowing out that way, and that pass just barely going forward. It'll be incomplete, attempting to swing it to Sprankle out there, trying to follow those 3 wide receiver blockers out to the wide left side.
Now, I do know that Philo, they're trying to work on that passing game a little bit, and they're going to need it this season. But, they are not running any clock. And Meadowbrook, that just keeps them hanging around when they run no clock. And Meadowbrook's loving this right now that they're throwing incomplete passes.
They're saying this is 3rd down? I think that's what they were trying to signal.
Wow. Well, okay, so if you got illegal hands to the face.
So you had a dead ball.
Illegal hands to the face? I've never heard of that.
Then a down would count.
Yeah.
I think that's what the confusion is from the first down play, not the last play.
Okay. Well, that's
and they're over talking to Dirk Lincecum now about that.
Because they had first down on the yard marker and on the clock. Now they're going to switch it to 3rd down. It's 3rd
That really is bizarre, though.
Right. I feel like
you think, a late hit.
More communication needs to be from the officials to both coaches right there.
So it will be 3rd down.
And that changes the play call.
So they had the down wrong on 1st and 25. It was actually 2nd. Now it's 3rd and 25 after the incomplete pass. So that obviously will change the play call just a bit for Dirk Lincecum and the Philo offense, leading 26-6, 4:37 to play 3rd quarter. From the Colt 46-yard line, 3rd and 25. Lincecum with good protection, 4-man rush, steps up in the pocket, drags a couple of Colt tacklers with him. Look out, whistle blew. Forward progress stopped after a gain of 3 to the Colt 43-yard line. Nice pursuit. Sills and Seedor and Braden Black and a whole bunch of brown and orange was swallowing him up in the middle of the field.
Lincecum got picked up that time. Literally picked up and almost slammed, but lost the ball, but the forward progress had been stopped.
Yeah, the whistle had blown, and thankfully the Colts stopped and didn't have any extracurricular late hit.
Smart play by Meadowbrook.
Philo, an automatic first down. That's what I was worrying about for Meadowbrook. 4th down, 22 from the Colt 42-yard line. Philo's offense have been in their worst 4th down spot yet. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap to Lincecum. They're going to set up a quick screen out to Sprankle to the left side. Colts were there. Nice job at staying home on defense. Will Smalley was out there first, along with Brady Arnold, one of the defensive backs, number 19. That'll be a short gain of about 5 and a turnover on downs for Philo at the Colt 36-yard line. Is that the Colts' first stop on 4th down?
I believe it is. I think that's the first time that Philo's had a 4th down. So we haven't seen the punter yet for Philo. I do know that.
No. So the Meadowbrook defense, for the first time tonight, comes up with a key stop. And it took 4th down and 22 to do it, but they got it done. 3 wideouts to the left side.
Meadowbrook scores here, you never know.
Yeah. Lowry out to the right side. And I think Lowry, somebody moved early.
I believe that was Arnold, number 19. Took off a little bit early.
Colts just got a little bit antsy. Boy, how many times have we seen this tonight?
Well, that's the second time we saw a receiver take off really early.
And Meadowbrook, offensively, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, we're not tracking it quite that intensely, but they've had a penalty on, at least one penalty on every drive, haven't they?
And it's usually a pre-snap penalty. Nothing of the big variety, though, so that's the good thing.
1st down 15. 5 wideouts, empty backfield for Michael Ray. He's flushed out of a pocket with a 3-man rush, throws over the middle. Nice catch made, and Jacob Burris with his first reception of the night. He got walloped at the 42-yard line, but held on after a gain of 11.
Yeah, he did get walloped. That was a good catch and hanging on to it by Jacob Burris.
This Philo defense is hitting. 2nd and 4. Quick screen out to the left side for Braylon Lowry. And
he's going to be a little bit short.
The Electrics nearly rode him out to the bench about 10, 12 feet outside the sideline. Gain of a couple for Lowry. That is his, 6th reception?
Yep, 6 for 37 yards, so they've kept him in check tonight in terms of yards.
Certainly have. Cedar out by himself to the wide right side. Ray with a handoff. Nope, faked the handoff. Keeps it himself around the right end, looking for daylight. Got it. Escapes tacklers to the 45 and to the 40 of Bicon Services. Colt 1st down at the 38-yard line of Philo.
So that's a 16-yard pickup there by Ray when they needed it the most.
Boy, and that play was severely in doubt. That's the biggest run tonight for the quarterback. Ray with a quick snap and a throw, a quick screen out to the opposite side to the wide left, and Lowry is slammed out at the 35-yard line by opposing QB Jack Lincecum after a gain of 3.
So Meadowbrook's just going as fast as they can, dinking and dunking as much as they can to get down the field, and then they're going to throw that one deep. They're trying to lull you to sleep right now.
Trips receivers left. Ray on the keeper, straight up the middle. Escapes a couple of tacklers. Philo defense might be getting a little bit fatigued here. A Bicon Services 1st down for Ray at the 25. If the play counts, we have another yellow hanky on the turf.
Let's see what the official in the white hat has to say.
And he says sideline warning.
So the play should count, correct?
Yeah, I think it still no effect on the play.
Well, they're moving the ball back like it's a penalty. Am I correct by saying that?
Well, that's what they're doing. I thought it was a warning first, but maybe that's not mandatory.
Was that a 4-yard pickup by Ray?
Yeah.
So
so now it's
kind of what it was to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everything's all square here.
So Ray with Aiden Farrell to his right side. Takes the snap, scrambles out to the right, throws a low throw to the 25. It is incomplete, a little too low for Braylon, for Bentley Cedar. Incomplete. And now we have 3rd down and about 6. Clock stop with 1:49 to play 3rd quarter. 26-6 Philo on top by 20.
2 big downs here for Meadowbrook to attain that 1st down. You don't need to get it all here.
Colts trying to get back into that J&M Electric red zone for the 2nd time tonight. 3rd down and 6 play. 3 receivers left. Cedar to the right. Ray with good protection, only a 3-man rush. No pressure at all. Throws a high throw out to the left flat. That's caught by Lowry at the 27, and he is thrown down immediately by linebacker Cole Cash, number 23. But a Bicon Services Colt 1st down.
Right at the sticks. They give him the 1st down. That's a long throw there for Ray. Long throw, but he threw it on a dime.
We had plenty of time to uncork one.
Timeout, Philo.
Yep. Coach Dirk Lincecum wants to give his Philo defense a little bit of a breather here late in this third quarter with 1:29 to play. We'll keep it here during this Philo defensive timeout. We'll thank once again our ABC Sports sponsors for tonight's game. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Bruner Land Company, West 40 Auto Sales, Great Clips, Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling, Marlene's Restaurant, Allwell Behavioral Health, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, Village Hardware and Rental, Bicon Services, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health, TK Auto Service, Zane State College, Rogers Company, Doan Ford, Action Total Staffing, Meadowbrook Tire, and Shriver's Pharmacy.
That's a lot of sponsors. That's a good thing. That's a great thing.
Quite a few on board tonight for this one in our Week 5 contest. Our thanks again to Andrew Dunlap and Joel Lasigo on our YRP TV crew. Next week's games on our ABC Sports stations on tap for week number 6 will be George Washington visiting Barnesville. Just one guy, I think.
He's an old one, too.
Yeah.
They're from down around Charleston, West Virginia.
Wooden teeth, I hear.
Jennifer Garner. That's where she's from. That's the high school she went to.
I assume you would know that. Here's a long throw. Look out. And that is incomplete at the 3-yard line. And the coverage by Aiden Mahon, Bentley Cedar, the intended receiver, as they come out of that timeout, heaving it deep to the right side, incomplete. Also, Meadowbrook and John Glenn. John Glenn's homecoming game next week in New Concord, right here on 97.7.
I believe that's you and I.
Yes. Tri-Valley will visit Maysville, and Shady Side is at Shenandoah. That's all next week on our ABC stations. And our live stream coverage, go to yourradioplace.com for upcoming football schedule for the second half of our football season. A 2nd and 10 play coming now for Meadowbrook from the Philo 27 with 1:23 to go, down 20. Lappert lines up as a blocking back, leading the way for Aiden Farrell. Farrell starts right, cuts back left, and doesn't find much real estate there either. Picks up 2 as he was wrapped up by number 10, Jacob Savage, the inside linebacker.
Philo's done a nice job on Farrell. Farrell, first 2 carries, he had 41 yards. Now after 6 carries, he has 42 yards. Done a nice job there.
3 wides to the right side.
I don't think Carpenter can get any closer to Braylon.
Not without being
Lowry.
in the neutral zone.
Right. I mean, he's tight.
He is not going to let Lowry breathe. Lowry trying to bust loose. Looking to the left side of the end zone. Had a step on him. Carpenter, and Lowry runs out of real estate and runs out of speed. Ray had to uncork that one as he was under some heavy pressure.
And that's the reason why that ball was overthrown.
Yeah.
That was Camden Stoner.
Dakota Kenny provided the pressure.
Kenny, too. Those 2 have been getting after it.
It's one of the few times Ray has been hit as he threw it. 4th down play, thrown into the slot. That's a catch for Cedar, and a Bicon Services first down on 4th and 8 as the Colts go quickly, and they move the chains again inside the J&M Electric red zone.
We've seen that little hitch route where Cedar has to get 10 yards, and he goes down there 12-yard fields and just stops, and he's been successful twice on that now.
First down and 10 Colts from the Philo 14, trying to get themselves back in this ball game. Quick throw, quick slant, caught by Lowry at the 6. It'll be a couple of yards short of the first down, a gain of 8 as he hooks up with Lowry again for the 7th, make it 8th time in the game. How about 9?
9, yeah.
I lost count. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. So the Colts driving inside the J&M Electric red zone. They'll have a 2nd and short and a chance to cut into this 26-6 deficit over the Philo Electrics. Right now the Electrics in command still, and we'll break away on ABC Sports. Our 4th quarter of action coming up in just a moment.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover
so
the
1 minute here,
road in a brand new Ford
and that
vehicle.
leaves us with what? How much does that leave us with?
And safety features
just about.
Designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice.
Nice.
Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
9:01. We said, no, it's going to be a long quarter.
It's going to be somewhere in between our 2.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, Allwell.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Back with the fourth quarter. Davidson, Mike Snively. The Colts with a 2nd and short to start this fourth quarter, down 20 points. In the backfield is Braden Black trying to get outside left, and Philo has nothing of it. Bottled it up, and that's a tackle for loss again for this Philo defense as Black loses a couple.
I'm going to have to think the brown and orange is going to have to do it through the air the rest of the way.
That running game has been tough sledding tonight for the home team.
Unless Ray can get outside the pocket, maybe make some noise with his feet outside the pocket. Because right now the running game's struggle bus.
Yeah, only one breakout run for Farrell and one for Ray. Black really has not gotten on track tonight. 3rd and 6. Scrambling outside right is Ray, still looking. Back in the end zone, finds his receiver. Jacob Burris with the touchdown.
That's a 10-yard touchdown pass. Michael Ray to Jacob Burris.
Burris lost the defense back there and was standing back just in front of the back line of the end zone for the score. And it's 26-12.
So Michael Ray's going to have to do the rest of the game. He's going to have to use his feet and his arm. Possible 2-point conversion here for the Colts. Then the muddle huddle, and there it comes.
And they'll snap it to Braylon Lowry, and the jump pass is complete to Cooper McManaway with the reception. And the 2-point conversion is good for Meadowbrook to make it a 26-14 early fourth quarter lead for Philo, and maybe a comeback still in the cards for the home squad.
Well, if you're Coach Linscomb, you know it's down to 12 just like that. Not too much clock was ran. They attempted to throw the ball a lot more after that first touchdown on the first play from the second half. I think we're going to see a lot of in-between the tackles here now from the Electrics.
Right now the clock is the friend for Philo. They had a 26-0 lead going into after the opening drive of the second half for Philo, and since then Michael Ray has lit them up with a 35-yard TD pass, and that last 10-yard pass to Jacob Burris. 4 touchdowns, a 2-point play from Lowry to McManaway. Makes it 26-14 now as the Colts score 14 unanswered.
And you never know. We could see an onside kick here.
And this Valentine Insurance kickoff teed up at the 40-yard line by Brady Arnold.
A lot of men toward the line of scrimmage for Philo.
About 8 of them up there waiting for it. This is a deep kick from Arnold. Pretty good kickoff taken back at the 12-yard line by the Electrics. Aiden Mahon up the right side near the 35.
And that's somebody we haven't seen offensively for the Electrics. They tried to get him deep one time. And
off his fingertips, I believe.
But that's one of the few times he's got to touch the football tonight.
Well, a 23-yard kickoff return for Mahon. Gets him to the 35-yard line. Philo now just trying to get Big Mo back on their side.
Well, according to whose turn it is to carry it, it should be Slade Sprankle, because it seems like they alternate carries. Sprankle, Linscomb, Sprankle, Linscomb.
Linscomb will work out of that pistol set with Sprankle behind him. We haven't seen another running back in there at all tonight except number 2. Slade Sprankle, leading ball carrier for the Electrics, coming in, and he gets another one here as he again takes contact, pirouettes and spins his way for another 2 or 3 extra yards, turns it into a 5-yard gain.
So by law of averages, Linscomb should be in between the tackles this time on 2nd and 5.
As one of my old former colleagues, Mark Withrow, would say, the bell cow.
The bell cow. So Sprankle moves up here. This ball, this should be to the left.
Well,
this should be a quarterback power to the left.
You got it. It started left, stayed to the center. Lincecum's got a Bicon Services first down. That's 8 more yards for the quarterback near midfield. So Colts still looking for answers to stop that Philo running game between left and right tackle.
This should be Sprankle. If he stays behind Lincecum, usually he's getting the football in some shape or form. If he stays behind.
Like you said, and you can almost predict the plays, and there's really no need for Philo to disguise much.
No.
It's here's where we're going.
You got to stop it.
Yeah. You see if you can plug this up. Sprankle right on cue, as Mike Snively says. Gets ahead, hit at the line of scrimmage, but still struggles forward for a gain of 2 to the Colt 48-yard line. Lowry was in there along with Sills, number 74. Clock running at 9:45, fourth quarter, 26-14. Philo with a 26-0 lead early in this third quarter. Meadowbrook's answered with 2 TDs of their own.
And this is where you want that 25-second clock visible because you know exactly how much time you can take off of the clock.
Mm-hmm. And Lincecum with a quick handoff to Slade Sprankle. Eludes one tackler at the line of scrimmage, and this is maybe coming back as he runs for a first down to that far sideline, but that flag was right there in the backfield, right as Slade Sprankle made his cut outside. He got somebody on the Colts side got held.
Right visible for the official on the outside edge there, and that's going to get called all the time if you get your hands outside of the defender's shoulder pads. And that stalls this drive a little bit because that was a big play there by Sprankle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like we talked about earlier in the clock, Philo wants to drain clock, go down, score, and end this thing, but take a large proportion of time off the clock.
Now second down on a long 15. Lincecum and the Philo offense backed up to their own 43. Approaching 9 minutes remaining fourth quarter. Up by 12. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Sprankle straight ahead, has some daylight, closes up quickly. Runs for a gain of 4 up to the 48-yard line. And let's see, looks like Will Smalley, 23, was in there again. He's had some tackles tonight along with the other linebacker, McManaway. Third down 12.
Philo in unfamiliar territory, just like the last drive, 3rd and long.
Wide receivers, Grant Carpenter, number 4, and Jacob Savage in the slot to the left side. Aiden Mahon.
I just feel like Meadowbrook's gaining some momentum here, especially if they get a stop here.
3rd and 12 play out of the pistol. Lincecum looking, throws a little circle route over to the running back Sprankle, but it was well covered. McManaway was out there along with Lowry, I think, who actually busted up the play. Incomplete pass, 4th and 12.
The clock stops. Here comes the punting unit for the first time for the Electrics. The electric punting unit slides onto the field.
Nice 80s reference there, pal. Good job. Again, anyone under 40, no idea what the joke you just did. 4th and 12 here for Philo, and whistles before.
Maybe a timeout. Timeout, Philo.
I think Philo was
short a guy.
Dirk Lincecum was a little nervous about a delay of game possibility, I think. So the clock stops with 8:16 to play, fourth quarter. Philo leads it by 12, 26-14. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as our ABC Sports coverage continues in just a moment.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
And we're back on ABC Sports. Rugby-style punt for Griffin Harper, the sophomore. Nice punt, pinning the Colts inside the 20-yard line to start this drive for Meadowbrook with an 8:05 remaining in the game at the 14-yard line. First down, Colts down by a 12 count.
The rugby-style punt days changing the special teams game in football. It's hard to return, and you always have that possibility of faking it if it's an athletic guy back there. But also, it's going to cause some controversy, too, because at what point does the punter become, at what point is he a kicker, what part is he a runner, you know, when there's somebody bumps into it.
Yeah. Colts with a first down, 3 receivers wide left side, a low throw to Burris. He had to scoop it up off the shoe tops, and he's going to lose a couple of yards as a result. And Ray, some of those long swing passes out to the sides
That's
have
a
been,
long one.
a lot of them have been low.
Usually that's where Lowry catches the football.
Forward progress gets him only a 1-yard loss on the completion. More importantly, the clock running against Meadowbrook. Fake handoff to the running back, Farrell. Ray keeping it himself around the right end, and with some extra effort sticks that football out to the 16-yard line and picks up 3. Still a long 3rd and 8 here coming up for the Colts with just under 7.5 to go, down 12.
He did get out of bounds right now. Anytime they can stop the clock, that's a positive for Meadowbrook right now. They just got to get it down the field, somehow score, put the pressure on Philo.
3 wides left, thrown over the middle. Great catch by Burris, snagging that one out of the air for a Bicon Services first down. 12-yard reception for Burris over the middle. That was a great grab, and still the coverage pretty good by the Philo secondary.
Really good tackle, but Burris comes down with another tough catch across the middle.
First down, Meadowbrook from their own 28. Clock running at 7:10. Meadowbrook certainly needing 6 points on this drive.
Meadowbrook crowd thought that Camden Stoner went into the neutral zone.
And Ray looking deep on first down. And that pass out of bounds intended for Burris. Again, Carpenter right there, for Cedar rather, and Grant Carpenter step for step with him.
Carpenter is a heck of a defensive back. Does a really good job, runs step for step, and he's not 5-6 yards off. He gets pretty darn close, makes the receiver uncomfortable right off the line of scrimmage. Now this time he backs off a little bit.
3 wides to the left side. Michael Ray on 2nd and 10 looking that way, comes back to the right to Cedar. And again, Grant Carpenter with a good tackle after a gain of 4. Up to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 6 now for Meadowbrook. That forward momentum stopped inbound, so the clock continues to run at 6:35. Fourth quarter, 26-14 Philo.
That's the key for Meadowbrook right now. If you see the official still winding his arm, that means the clock's still running.
And again, Ray with trips receivers left, rolling to his left, running for his life. Hit as he threw it. It's picked off by Philo and gone down the far sideline, and that may be the capper as Jacob Savage, number 10, with the pick 6.
And that was a big one. His arm was hit as he was throwing the ball, and Savage took care of the tip and outraced everybody for a 35-yard interception return.
I was trying to see who was providing the pressure. Was that Kenny again, 64?
It was the right defensive end, and it's possible that was
maybe Rhodes.
Could have been Rhodes, yeah. It was far side
He
of
had
the field.
one guy was really chasing him down from his backside, and Ray held on to it just a half second too long, and that will cost the Meadowbrook Colts 6 more points and perhaps the game with 6:14 to play in this fourth quarter. Meadowbrook's got about 13 kids out there right now. The formation, at least 12.
Yeah, it looked like a couple guys were going to run off. Let's see if they have 11 now.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's hard to see in front of them linemen.
Okay, there's 11 there now. They only had 12. I thought they had 13 for a moment. 18-point lead again here now for the Electrics. This time the defense gets in on the act.
Yeah, and once again, some pressure applied to Ray, who had his pass tipped. We're going to have a little 2-point conversion tush push. Nope, going to be a flag here. The holder came up into a tush push formation because of the
I think
penalty.
it's because they're moving forward at the snap, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a false start. Play's not going to count. So now will they?
Now they're going to move it. So they gained 1.5 yards on the penalty. Now they're going to lose 5. It's going to take them back to the 6-yard line. Now we're going to kick it.
Now we got about a 23, 24-yard point after.
No problem with the leg. Still a chip shot for this young man.
Cohen Davis, the sophomore, number 80. And the right footer setting up for this one. Meadowbrook jump on the line of scrimmage and all that. It's wide left. Punch that football and just knuckleball it to the left side. No good.
Been a rough night for extra points here.
Yeah, not exactly glowing special teams going on by either side, but Philo has the 3-score lead right now regardless. 32-14 over the Meadowbrook Colts with just a little more than halfway through this fourth quarter to go. And we'll keep it right here for the moment. We'll get another Surgent Construction scoreboard update here in just a second. Right now, these are of last report. Sheridan 31, John Glenn 21. That's in the fourth quarter. Bel Air with an 18-7 advantage on the Cambridge Bobcats. Crooksville has got on the board, but they still trailing at home, 21-12 to Morgan. I think Morgan 3-1 going into that game, and Crooksville looking to remain unbeaten. Union Local hammers Warren 35-0. Barnesville with a big lead in that fourth quarter on a running clock, 48-7 over Monroe Central. Monroe had a couple of wins early, looked like they were going to have a bounce-back season here, and now they've really got taken to the woodshed a couple
they
times
lost
here
their
now.
leading tackler. I know he's out tonight.
Okay. Bridgeport 14, Magnolia 12. That's at the half. West Muskingum has beaten the Riverview Black Bears. Black Bears with their 5th straight loss, and they're shut out for the 5th straight time as well. 62-0 over in the west side of Muskingum County. This Valentine Insurance kickoff taken by the Meadowbrook Colts, and had some little wild action back there.
Yeah.
Brendan Stewart had it first, and then he flipped it over to Aiden Farrell, and Farrell couldn't find any daylight either as they're hogtied around the 25.
And that was an exciting 4-yard kickoff return.
Well, in this game, you've seen the most exciting 4-yard return and the most exciting 6-yard kickoff
true.
returns in high school football history.
You mentioned Barnesville earlier, Dave. I forget how many in a row that is in the regular season, but I think they're closing in on 50. Is it 30? Maybe it's 40.
Well, they're approaching 40 here soon, yeah.
40 regular season wins in a row.
They've really had a good run.
Blake Allen got him a program down there.
They continue to reload here in recent times, no doubt. First down and 10 play for Michael Ray and the Colts. Ray dancing around, trying to find some daylight, now dances himself into a sack as linebacker Peyton Byers, number 8, gets credit for that one. He has had a bunch of tackles here tonight for the Philo defense, and a 2nd and 14 coming up.
You know, give Ray credit. He hung in there as long as he could, but he just didn't have enough time to get his eyes downfield, his feet set. Minus 6-yard sack.
And on 2nd and long, Ray throwing over the middle. Burris nearly come up with a one-handed grab along the helmet.
Ray took a shot at the end from Stoner.
Yep, that's the second time. He's been getting hit more in this second half than he did in the first half. That pass protection was much better.
Much better.
The first half, although Philo maybe has changed their scheme. They've blitzed maybe a little bit more. And with a lead like this, they can feel like they can afford to take a few chances.
Right, exactly.
So a 3rd and 15 for Michael Ray and the Colt offense. The clock stopped at 5:22, trailing by 18 points. 2 receivers wide side right. Lowry is bunched into the right side of the formation on the short side.
I want to thank my teaching neighbor, Keith Robinson, checking in tonight. He 41 in a row for the Rocks. He lives right down the street from the stadium, and He's an extremely intelligent sports guy. So 41 in a row for the Rocks in the regular season. So I said closing in on 40. It's 41.
Ray out of the gun on 3rd and 15. Good protection this time with a 4-man rush, and throws it into coverage, and that is going to be intercepted by Kenton Casey, the senior defensive back, number 14 for Philo. Comes up with the second defensive interception tonight for the Electrics, and they take over with 5:19 to play in this ball game and starting deep in Colt territory.
And that was kind of a desperation throw. I've been in those shoes that Michael Ray's walking in right now, and I completely understand that. I do.
Yep. You're out on an island, you're out on your own, and
you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, and you have no choice but to
try something
that you don't normally try to
throw it through the defender. You think you can do things like that, but
First down and 10, Philo at the Colt 33-yard line. And right now the Electrics will look to burn off some time. And Lincecum on the keeper, has a nice hold to the right side and carries Sills and company with him for an extra few yards. A gain of 9 on first down and 10 to the 25.
From this angle here, Dave, it's real evident. What you can see is the push of the blue and white pushing the brown and orange down the field right now.
8 yards for the quarterback, Lincecum, who's
176 on 17 carries.
Well, that's pretty sharp.
And this should be Sprankle's turn.
And right on cue, Sprankle with a nice hole again between center and right guard. Bicon Services first down, Electrics after another 8 more yards.
And here's something you don't see very often, Dave. You have 2 100-yard rushers. That's 105 yards now for Sprankle on 18 carries.
That's nice balance.
Now, they did bring number 8 into the backfield to block. That's Peyton Byers. Byers is a 5'8", 175-pound senior. We did hear his name before the game from the coaching staff.
Well, he's had his hands on a lot of Colts offensive players. He wants to get his hand on some defensive players, too, and provides a nice little seal block inside for Sprankle, who has another Bicon Services first down in the J&M Electric red zone, just short of the Colt 5-yard line. And the clock will move continually now at the 4-minute mark. Philo looking to punch in its 6th touchdown of the night.
Have to go to a new column for stats down here, Dave. After 18 carries, I got to go clear down to another column.
Got to swing that typewriter on over. And Sprankle through the left side of the line to the 1-yard line and stopped short, just a foot short of the goal line. Second and goal coming for Philo with a 32-14 lead. And looking to tack on more.
I think I'm just going to run it up the middle.
And Lincecum again will look to the sideline. I don't know what. There ain't much to look for here.
I think it's just wasting time. They're just wasting time. Now, the official and the back judge, they hold up 2 hands. That means 10 seconds. 1 hand means 5 seconds. I haven't seen any hands held up. There's 10.
And they'll snap it. And Sprankle gets the carry. And the ball stripped loose, and Lincecum fell on it. Back to the 2, a loss of a yard for Sprankle. Seedorfer was there on a blitz inside, got his hands on it.
Is that the first time the ball's been on the turf tonight for either team?
Well,
we had the bad snap
before the whistle.
And then we had the one down here. Yeah, you're right.
The 2-hop snap.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Those were just bad pitches more than anything and bad snaps. That was a legit good hit there by Meadowbrook. They did a nice job there.
Clock running at 2:22. Fourth quarter, Philo will have its 4th victory of the night here in Byesville. Pitch to the right side. Sprankle looking for a gap and found one. And an Electric touchdown from 2 yards out. Slade Sprankle adds his name to the TD stat sheet to make it 38-14.
2-yard touchdown, Sprankle's first touchdown on the evening. And in terms of for the season, that's Sprankle's 6th touchdown on the evening, or on the year. Linscomb is now at 11 touchdowns.
And touchdown number 6 for the Electrics now with 2:13 remaining in the game. And Aiden Cohen Cohen Davis rather to attempt the point after. And again, this one shanked to the left side, and that's no good. So kickers tonight, both Haley Arnold and Davis have had some.
Even the 2-point conversions have been
hook problems.
Even the 2-point conversions have been a little
adventurous
tonight. Yeah.
So a 38-14 lead for Philo. 2:13 left. We'll break away one more time here in our fourth quarter as our AVC sports coverage continues from Byesville in just a moment.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Back on WILE FM 97.7 and on YRP TV on our live stream broadcast. Andrew Dunlap and Joel Asigo, our video crew. Mike Snively and Dave Davidson in the booth, and a 38-14 lead. Philo now looks like has this one in hand here for win number 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, you thought Meadowbrook was getting some momentum, but key defensive plays by the Philo defense just made Meadowbrook uncomfortable. Turned the ball over a couple times, and they paid off for the Electric, scoring 2 touchdowns.
Brendan Stewart takes his Valentine Insurance kickoff from the 23-yard line up to the 33. 10-yard return for Stewart. And it looks like we're still going to see the first team offense out there for Coach Steve Norman's Colts.
And I'm glad I didn't bring the jacket. It's still pretty warm, Dave.
I told you you'd be okay.
Yeah, I was worried about that for a second.
Remind me, I'll bring my Ohio Bobcat blanket next week. You can wrap up in that.
I'm good. Temperature went down 11 degrees since kickoff.
Oh boy!
So cooled off a little bit.
First down and 10. Ray scrambling to his left, now reverses direction, comes back right, finds Bentley Cedor at the 41, and he steps inside and has a Bicon Services first down, gain of 14, up to the 46-yard line, close to the 47.
196 yards now, passing for, and that's 100 for Bentley, right on the money. Hit the century mark in receiving yards.
3-man rush. Not a lot of pressure for Ray. He scrambles out of it and will hit toward the Meadowbrook sideline out of bounds after a gain of 4. And maybe 5, I guess they'll say, to the 48. I keep thinking they're going to mark this back about a yard or so, and then
it's always forward.
I'm always a yard off here in this guess tonight. I have not guessed very well.
And Dakota Kinney going to get a well-deserved break. He's been outstanding on the D-line.
Ray again with good protection in that 3-man defensive rush by Philo. Catch made by Braden Black, and his second effort will get a Bicon Services Colt first down to the 43 of the Electrics. Clock stopped momentarily with 1:28. Meadowbrook trying to pick up score number 3 on the night. Save face and find a little something to build on for week 6. Ray has to tuck it and run toward the near sideline. And Philo gives him a gentle nudge out of bounds around the 36 and a gain of 7 yards, 7 on first down.
Philo about pretty much fully.
Yeah, second team D.
Second team D,
yeah. It looks like is out there for the most part, yeah. Chevy Bailey, sophomore number 17 with that last tackle. 2nd and 3 play for Ray in the Colts offense with 1:10. Quick throw. Oh, look out, that's a pick. Throwed it right to the Electrics, Caden Loy, the junior, racing to the end zone, and he'll get there. Another pick 6, second one of the night for the Philo Electrics.
Wow. And he showed a ton of speed there, too.
And that is about a 63-yard interception return for Caden Loy, 5'10" junior defensive back.
Second pick six of the night. 3 interceptions on the evening and 2 to the house. And that puts us in a running clock situation.
Yeah, that it does.
Whether he makes the extra point or not. This is the most interesting play of the game so far. I've been watching these extra points.
Cohen Davis has missed his last 2. Good snap this time.
That one was blocked.
That's a low kick.
He's got a strong leg.
And they'll work on that this week. It's not hurting him tonight. That kick is blocked, no good. 44-14, Philo. Tacking on a few defensive touchdowns here in this fourth quarter. So the 3 interceptions, kind of a blemish on Ray tonight, not really indicative of the kind of night he's had. He's had a better night than what his stats might indicate. Yep.
Yeah, and all of his interceptions have come in his last 5 throws.
Well,
so.
and at least the last 2 picks,
one was tipped.
They're way behind, and Philo knows, Philo knows they're throwing it.
Exactly. Hey, welcome in Dave Hilliard. He's listening to us. He wanted us to give the score. And Dave, it's 44-14. So that's all I work with anymore, seems like Dave's. We'll go to the press box next week, and there'll be 3 Daves in the press box, and 3 Mikes, I think. There's close to it. It's
3 Daves. I know me, and I know the superintendent.
There's one more that comes in and out.
There's another Dave?
I think there's 3 Mikes.
You got Mike Bennett.
Mike Snively.
Mike Snively.
And who runs the play clock?
Mark.
Oh,
Mark Dolick.
That's Mark Dolick. Yeah. Okay.
Not Mike. Close.
I was close.
Mark Dolick, and you got, I think, a Lance Bennett.
Lance is in there, too.
There. We got at least double Mikes, double Daves next week. Valentine Insurance kickoff by Philo. Fielded at the 26. And again, that is Brendan Stewart, number 8. And he gets corralled by Dakota Kenny and company at the 32-yard line. 43 seconds remaining. And I think once they set this ball down and play, this clock's going to be rolling.
I also want to give some shout-outs to Scott Golick, and I mentioned Keith Robinson earlier, Cheryl Matthews, and Dave Hilliard again. So hope you all are enjoying your Friday evening. It's a beautiful night.
Dave have the night off? He didn't have the night off tonight, did he?
Coshocton.
Oh, they've been early. Yeah. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
48-0 Maysville went over Coshocton. He had an early departure from Coshocton County tonight.
He might be on Montgomery Street by now.
From Stewart Field. Now it's starting to make sense. Clock running under 30 seconds. Snap to Michael Ray. They'll give it to Braden Black. Black running it straight ahead for a couple yards to the 35. That should take us to the finale. I think the Colts have had enough.
They're going to come off the field, and that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to start. Is tabulating a word? Tabulate? Can you tabulate?
Tabulate, yeah. Start tabulating.
I want to tabulate, yeah.
All right. And that takes us to the end. Philo with a big win tonight on the road. They get win number 4 in week 5. And the Colts dropped to 1-4 on the season. And they give up big points. A couple of pick sixes by the Philo defense late in this fourth quarter. And the final, Philo 44, Meadowbrook 14. Lots to come here in our postgame report. Mike Snively will wrap up some of the statistics from both sides on this one. We'll have our Lock 9 Pizza Philo Electric player of the game, +1 Pizza Colt player of the game, and our Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative power lineman of the game. All of those coming up here from my main man, Mike Snively, here in just a few moments or so. Right now, we'll break away for this postgame report on AVC Sports. Philo with a 30-point win here in Byesville over Meadowbrook.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at DutrosAuto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Hey sports fans, looking for great food, fun, and unbeatable specials? Come on down to Marlene's Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. Tuesdays are all about free pool and our hot hamburger special. Wednesdays it's wings night. Come hungry. All weekend long they're packed with ball games and all the excitement. Plus check out our new lunch specials every Sunday. Good luck to all the high school sports teams. Call 740-685-2374 for carryout. That's Marlene's Bar and Grill, where food, fun, and friends come together.
97.7 on your FM dial. We're WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.
Dave Davidson, Mike Snively back to Eugene Capers Field in Byesville. And the visitors dominated most of this game tonight as Philo wins at 44-14. A couple of late defensive touchdowns tacked on by the Electrics defense thanks to a couple of pick sixes. Lincecum was a busy man tonight in the first 2.5, 3 quarters. He lined up Jacob Savage with a 34-yard swing pass on the opening drive of the game to give the Electrics an early 7-0 lead about 2.5 minutes into the game. Then quarterback Jack Lincecum, Dirk's the head coach.
Might as well throw Drew in there, too.
Yeah. Drew Lincecum, Dirk Lincecum. Let's go with Jack Lincecum, the quarterback, of 5-yard and 10-yard touchdown runs in the second quarter to give Philo a 19-0 halftime edge. They tacked on an early second-half drive touchdown with a 49-yard run by Lincecum on the drive's first play. And the point after by Cohen Davis gave Philo a pretty much an insurmountable 26-0 lead. Meadowbrook and Michael Ray had to go into desperation mode, and Ray connected with a 35-yard TD pass to Blake Lappert and a 10-yard pass in the back of the end zone to Jacob Burris. Got him back to 26-14 at the end of 3, but it was all Philo in the fourth quarter. Jacob Savage, a 35-yard pick six down the right sideline with the point after missed. Sprankle, a 2-yard run after Meadowbrook turned it over on downs in their territory. And then that last pick six, we had a number change. That was Carter Crabtree, number 5, with the pick six of 64 yards on the interception return TD. So Crabtree gets in on the act as well down the opposite sideline, and caps off the scoring tonight for a 44-14 victory for Philo. Dominating fashion. The line of scrimmage really is certainly where the game was won tonight.
I think that's what we're all kind of looking at as the game was progressing, what's going to happen, and we saw it late in the game. Later on in the game, you just saw that push from that Philo offensive line, taking Meadowbrook off the line of scrimmage, pushing them back, giving lanes for Sprankle and for Lincecum, and they had some huge numbers tonight. Carrying the football. In fact, they were the only 2 guys to carry the football for Philo tonight. Mm-hmm. Philo, they ran for 301 yards. They threw for 84 yards for 385 total yards. Meadowbrook had 117 yards rushing, 202 through the air, and 319 total. So Philo outgains Meadowbrook 385, 319. Sprankle had 125 yards on, 22 carries, and our Lock 9 player of the game for Philo was Jack Lincecum. He had 176 yards, 3 touchdowns on with 176 yards. He threw for 84 yards and 1 touchdown pass to Jacob Savage. He completed 5 of 11 for 84.
So just over about 240 yards total for
offense.
Lincecum.
Yeah, so a good night for the lefty, and he can go down and enjoy that pizza down there at Lock 9, which is outstanding.
And our +1 pizza player of the game for the Meadowbrook Colts.
We're
A couple of players candidates here tonight.
Well, quick update here. I thought they did a good job containing Michael Ray on the ground game. He had 17 carries for 41 yards, so that's a pretty good job there by the Philo defense. Braden Black had 34 yards on 11 carries. Aiden Farrell, 42 yards on 6 carries. Michael Ray threw the air 25 of 36 for 202, 3 interceptions, and a touchdown. That touchdown came to Jacob Burris in the back of the end zone. He's going to be our +1 player of the game. He's going to earn 1 medium pizza from +1 here in Guernsey County, or even Caldwell. He can go down there and get that. I believe he'll stay in the Byesville, Cambridge area. Lowry had 9 catches for 55 yards. And here's the key. There weren't a lot of yards after the catch, as we mentioned earlier, by Meadowbrook. Philo defensive backs did a really good job. Cedar did have a hit. He hit the century mark. He had 7 catches for 100 yards. Braden Black had 21 yards on 4 catches. Burris, 32 yards, and he made a couple tough catches across the middle. He had 32 yards on 4 catches, and Blake Lappert had 2 catches for 42 yards, including a 35-yard touchdown catch in the third quarter.
So those are we got all of our player of the games, and let's not forget too our Guernsey Muskingum Electric power lineman of the game.
Yeah, how about Dakota Kinney, the left guard and nose tackle for Philo, did an outstanding job applying pressure and getting push on that offensive line for the Philo Electric. So congratulations to Dakota Kinney.
He is our Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative Power Lineman of the game. Congrats to the Philo Electrics and Coach Dirk Lincecum. 4 wins in 5 games. Looking pretty good right now. They're going to get into really the meat of their MVL schedule here coming up, too. It's not going to get a lot easier, but a lot of good stuff to build on here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to take on, they're going to go to they're home against Crooksville, home against Sheridan. Then it's Tri-Valley, John Glenn, and Morgan. So a pretty good stretch of competition coming up the second half season for the Electrics.
They'll find out how good they are here quickly. We'll go through one more time a Surgeon Construction scoreboard update from MVL games and beyond. Right now, fourth quarter, Sheridan in command at home in Thornville as they're going to knock off John Glenn 52-28 the score right now late in that fourth quarter. Looks like New Lexington's going to stay unbeaten. They're really taking the Scotties to the woodshed up in Dresden, 26-7. New Lexington might be the real deal in the league.
Might be the best team in the league.
Yep, 19-point edge there against the homestanding Scotties. Bridgeport leading Magnolia fourth quarter 14-12 is the last report. Barnesville 48-7 with a running clock down in Woodsfield over the Seminoles. West Muskingum, a shutout win over Riverview at home, 62-0 over winless and scoreless Riverview so far. Morgan 21, Crooksville 18, handing the Ceramics their first loss.
That's a final
of the season. That is a final, and both teams now they're 4-1, I believe.
Right, I believe they are. Yeah.
So Crooksville looked like they were well on their way to a 5-0 start. So they got a little slice of humble pie here tonight at home with Morgan, who appears to be, they've rebounded the last couple of years, and that Morgan Raider football program starting to
and that brand new facility down there, too, that also helps.
Sure, doesn't hurt at all. Ridgewood, 28-0 win over East Canton. Maysville blanks Coshocton, 48-0. Bel Air a final as they hold off the Cambridge Bobcats in Bel Air, 18-15. Cambridge suffering a little bit without being full strength.
Yeah, and Bel Air without Pettaway tonight, but Cambridge looking for that first win in a couple years. Boy, that's tough.
They're struggling right now. Girard 49-7 over Garaway, and New Philadelphia, nice win late in the fourth quarter, leading Mansfield 45-12. And let's see here, Rosecrans looks like they're going to go down. Fisher Catholic beating up on the Bishops 34-6 in that fourth quarter there. So there's our Surgeon Construction scoreboard update on the scores we have right now. Next week on AVC Sports, as we said, 4 games on our slate on our AVC stations. Check out yourradioplace.com for our second half football schedule coming up. George Washington at Barnesville on 93.5 FM. Meadowbrook and John Glenn's, where Mike and I will be next week in New Concord right here on 97.7. Tri-Valley will visit Maysville next week and try to rebound from their loss tonight to New Lexington. And Shadyside will visit Shenandoah on 104.9 FM. Final thoughts here, pal?
No, I was pretty impressed with Philo tonight. They've got their playoff contender, without a doubt. I mean, they coming into tonight, they were in 10th place, top 12 go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every win's going to help from here on out, but brutal schedule coming up, and Meadowbrook's got to find a way to turn it around, and this John Glenn thing's becoming a rivalry for them, and they've had the upper hand the last couple of years over John Glenn, so they're going to come in there spirited and ready to go, as will John Glenn, so I'm looking forward to that next week.
Meadowbrook has to take their 1-4 record to the road next week against John Glenn, although the Muskies went down in defeat tonight to Sheridan by 24 points, but John Glenn be kind of up and down. Another team, I think, from what I've seen from Philo tonight, to me, John Glenn and Philo look almost carbon copies of each other a little bit with that two-headed monster of Edwards and Metzger running the ball for John Glenn.
Right, just a little size advantage there with Philo. So, but I expect a big game next week in New Concord homecoming. Always a big, large festivities there at New Concord. I think that's going to be an interesting game with Meadowbrook and John Glenn, to be honest.
Yep, they've been the last few years have been interesting. Meadowbrook's had at least a win on the road in recent times up at their place too. So. Be here for 97.7 for that one. Andrew Dunlap and Joel Asigo, our live stream video crew. Thanks, guys. Nice job as always. Mike Snively and Dave Davidson saying goodnight from Eugene Capers Field in Byesville. Final score once again, Philo 44 and Meadowbrook 14. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
High school football
from ABC Sports
on WILE FM, Byesville, Cambridge.